infectious than the most deadly virus, and it spreads just as fast. The appearance of confusion will cause everyone who follows you to doubt not just you, but themselves. Imagine if your pastor told you he wasn't sure God existed. As a leader, you owe it to your people to remain calm no matter what. Now, the next day, that ship captain was awakened by the first mate with the news that 20 pirate ships were attacking them. With the same calm voice, he said, "Bring me my brown trousers." My name is Kojo Yankson, and everything is going to be fine. There's nothing we can't do. Just stay calm and believe in yourself. My name is Kojo Yankson. Good morning, Ghana.
26 days to the 2024 polls. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now still on. Good morning and welcome to the news at 6. 'The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra, Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, and myjoyonline.com. Also live in all 16 regions of Ghana and on X Spaces and Facebook. Coming up, the Supreme Court resumes sitting on the 4 vacant parliamentary seats controversy.
The subject matter of this suit before this court is a constitutional dispute and not a matter involving political parties.
We'll also hear from former President Kufuor charged the two sides on the raging controversy.
They should stop disturbing the peace of the nation with technicalities.
Also, Attorney General warns that the parliamentary stalemate threatens efforts to combat illegal mining, especially the revocation of the ally which allows mining in forests.
So, in my view, the failure of Parliament to sit now, it militates against the fight against Galamsey.
In business,
Bank of Ghana directs all financial institutions to hold termination partnership with global remittance giant Tap-Tap-Send for the next 1 month violation of the Foreign Exchange Act.
And also, Ghana drops to 30th place in the Mo Ibrahim Africa Security and Safety Index, highlighting a rise in violence against civilians. We have details of that with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. Please stay. Now, the Supreme Court will today begin hearing the substantive case on the declaration of the 4 parliamentary seats that are vacant. An early application by the Speaker to reverse the ruling was dismissed by the Chief Justice, who expressed concern over a potential constitutional crisis. The court is expected to clarify the matter later this morning. Here are excerpts of what transpired at the last sitting of the court.
Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin took aim at the judgment of the Supreme Court that stayed its ruling on those 4 seats. He asked his lawyers to file an application to get that set aside. But even before that argument will be had in court, his lawyer was on his feet in opposition to one member of the panel, Justice Yao Enes-Gayou.
He was known to be associated with the New Patriotic Party, and in fact he was a parliamentary candidate in one of their constituencies in the Volta.
After listening to the arguments on both sides, the Supreme Court, the 5-member panel, did not agree with Tadio Sori, lawyer for the Speaker, that Justice Yao Enes-Gayou should recuse himself from the case.
This court must take judicial notice of the fact that within the ranks of the Superior Courts is a former Member of Parliament for the National Democratic Congress, a former General Secretary of the People's National Convention. The subject matter of this suit before this court is a constitutional dispute and not a matter involving political parties. The objection is therefore misconceived.
The court then zoomed into hearing the substantive case. It first heard from Tadio Sori, who raised a litany of issues with the judgment of the Supreme Court, which he said should convince the same court to vacate that earlier ruling.
The writs or the processes on the basis of which the court's jurisdiction was invoked for the order are void because they were filed in violation of the rules of the courts.
Well, we'll be in court this morning to hear what will transpire there. Also, still in court, former President John Kufuor has criticized the majority and minority caucuses, urging them to avoid actions that disrupt national peace. He spoke in an interview with sister station Asempa FM.
Immediately, just a hybrid, just a executive judiciary, by operation of law.
We operate a hybrid system of governance. The judiciary, by operation of law, is passive, but once it's activated, it is the final authority that interprets the constitution. For Ghana's sake, even if there are hidden forces manipulating the situation, I will plead with the Speaker of Parliament to step up and show leadership. What happened in Parliament is embarrassing. It can destroy his illustrious record.
History no on my recording in ways via was several banner chapa.
And you heard the former President John Kufuor. Now, Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah-Dame has warned that the revocation of the legal instrument allowing mining in forest reserves could face delays if the ongoing parliamentary impasse is not resolved. Last month, he instructed the Environmental Protection Agency to submit the instrument to Parliament for revocation, following demands from organised labour. But he says the gridlock is now threatening the commitment to the fight.
Immediately, just a hybrid, just a executive.
I was duly laid in Parliament on 12 October. So, in my view, the failure of Parliament to sit now is militating against the fight against Galamsey. The failure of Parliament to sit now is militating against the fight against Galamsey, because under Article 11, Clause 7 of the Constitution, any other rule or regulation enacted pursuant to a power conferred on a person under the Constitution or any law shall come into force only A, when it is laid before Parliament, B, when it is gazetted on the date laid before Parliament, C, after the expiry of 21 sitting days of Parliament.
Away from that, with 26 days to the December 7 elections, Ghana's security and safety has experienced a significant decline among African countries. According to the 2024 Mo Ibrahim Index of African Governance, Ghana now ranks 30 out of 54 African nations. Kojo Yankson joins me in studio with details of this. Kojo, what does it say?
Well, the index evaluates several factors, including the absence of armed conflict, violence against civilians, forced immigration, human trafficking, forced labor, crime rates, and the public's perception of safety. A score of 100 represents ideal conditions, while 0 indicates the worst.
How has Ghana scored over recent years?
Now, in 2023, Ghana scored 73.2, a slight improvement from 72.8 in 2022. Now, since the index began in 2014, Ghana's scores rose from 81.7, reaching its highest at 82.9 in 2017. However, they have steadily declined since then, hitting a low in 2022 before the modest rebound to 73.2 in 2023.
What about Ghana's ranking over the years?
Now, Ghana's best ranking was 13th in 2017, corresponding with our highest score. Since then, we've dropped and have remained in the 30th position for both 2022 and 2023.
Thank you, Kojo. Now let's head to the election headquarters. Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has announced free dialysis for patients starting December 1, 2024 under the National Health Insurance Scheme. Mr. Bawumia, or Dr. Bawumia, I beg your pardon, spoke at a stakeholder meeting in Old Tafo in Pankrano constituency in the Ashanti region.
Kidney dialysis. So, and then kidney problems.
Kidney dialysis has become expensive and a lot of patients are unable to pay for their treatments. 6 months ago, we started the piloting program for patients above 60 and those below 18. We are finally bringing the piloting to an end. From December 1, all patients will receive free treatment under the National Health Insurance Scheme.
For the last 6 months, Omoji dialysis under National Health Insurance free. So pilot no, the pilot no, every year from December 1st.
Also, NDC presidential candidate John Mahama has criticized the NPP-led government for allegedly neglecting communities who voted for the NDC in the 2020 elections. He spoke during his tour of the Central Region. Maxwell Agbagba reports.
On the second day of his tour of the Central Region, John Mahama visited the Sikuma Odobin Brakwa, Ijumaku Inyan Isiem, Ekonfi Infanseman, Asen North, Asen Central, and Asen South constituencies. The Ekonfi Sumankwahin and Chief of Ekonfi Strafa, Nana Nyeku, the 7th, accused the President Kufuor-led and NPP government of neglect, pleading with John Mahama to intervene if he's elected.
John Dramani Mahama, Mama, if you don't know,
John Mahama, you ensured development in Ekonfi, and since you left, we have truly felt your absence. Can you believe that since the change in government, we haven't seen even 1 kilometer of asphalted road? It is disappointing because Ekonfi votes, Ekonfi has people, and Ekonfi has prominent leaders. We recognize what you've accomplished and what you are capable of.
And that report by Maxwell Agbagba. And that's how we end this morning's bulletin here on Joe 99.7 FM. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Oh, jump on now. Go, go me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Businesses know how important it is to create a productive and supportive working environment by investing in employees' health. With a leading international track record, Apex Health Insurance is licensed to provide medical insurance services to corporate organizations and SMEs. We also have international LH Blue cover and TPAs to cushion you. Multinational companies, factories, and government agencies focus on your business while Apex Insurance takes care of your health. Visit Apex Health Insurance office at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shiashi, Kumasi, opposite Prempeh College, Sofo Line, and Takrady Market Circle. For further inquiries, call 0501 562 962 or 0501 552 495. Apex Health, your preferred health insurer.
Life will be easy.
You know, at my office, where all my workers come say that they go bank. So I follow them. Can't see how they sit in the canteen, they laugh plenty. Everybody there, them a phone talk. As I catch there, I shout, freeze! Whereas them say, this be banking hall.
Oh, boss, with the bank phone and phone stop.
This your young phones?
Oh, yes, boss.
How you go fit bank for top? Even me if I get high-tech phone, I know the fit bank for top.
You know something, boss? With Access Bank, even young phone safe, you go fit do mobile banking.
Hey.
You just for dial *901#.
Wow.
That be all. You go fit open account, buy airtime, check your account balance, pay bills, move money from your mobile money wallet to your bank account. Then play data.
That'd be wonderful, man.
Yes, boss. Boss.
Yeah.
I beg, what did they do?
I did dial *901#.
We die finish.
No data, no problem. Just dial *901# now and experience easy, safe, and secure mobile banking from Access Bank. Call toll free on 0800 004400 for more details. Access Bank, best bank in customer service. Access Bank, more than banking.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
We have a new leader in town. Obiarenti. Amafo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal pack with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Anymore, pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent, omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
El Giorgio.
Hi, Nikojo, Dr. Youngster.
How you doing?
The grace is sufficient.
Mo Ibrahim Foundation report, Charlie, some will.
Yeah.
The index is showing that, look, between 2017 and 2023, it's been downhill on a number of indices. This one bothers me. Judicial impartiality.
I think the perception matters. Sometimes there's a difference between the reality, but it matters when people perceive or have a perception about you, about something, and how that would again affect their relationship and relations with you.
Yeah.
So I think that we have to do everything to work on it to address these concerns.
Yeah.
This is a perception.
They were measuring on factors such as independence of the courts, the autonomy of judges, and judicial appointments. Now, in 2014, Ghana's confidence in judicial impartiality was about 95.3 points. Okay, it dropped to about 68.3 points by 2023. That's 27 points. Yeah. Over this, call it a decade, right? Right now. Now, so we've been looking at it, and apparently in 2017, when the President Akufo-Addo took over, it was 94.1, and then it rose actually to 97 points, but then it came down 75 points in 2018, and then it continued to come down 68.3, and I mean now it's in fact it actually fell to 45.7. In 2023. I mean, that's just...
We have to work Twitter with it. It's very, very important. Could you?
Yeah. Good to see you, though. Good weekend.
Good to see. Well, we can't complain, you know. Rough one, but hey, we're still alive.
Weekend rough. Who roughened up your weekend for you? Mine was nice. I was in Cape Coast. I spent it with family, you know. My big sister is in town, so all three of us were harassing our mother a little bit. She loves
keep her
it, really.
company, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. Which brings us neatly to the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Omni Basic Bank, at your service. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Yak Decor, crafting comfort, designing dreams.
And hello and welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, Bank of Ghana Director of Financial Institutions to halt termination partnership with global remittance giant TapTapSend for the next 1 month with violation of the country's Foreign Exchange Act. Oil production in the country expected to witness a major boost as Springfield targets completion of test drill works on their Finna wells by the end of this month. And some agri sector players welcome another increase in cocoa prices to 3,100 Ghana cedis per 60 kilo bag, but question timing and its ability to halt smuggling. My name is George Wiafe. Let's now settle for the details. Persons in Ghana that rely on the global remittance giant TapTapSend to receive money from their friends and relatives abroad now have to look for alternatives. This is because the Bank of Ghana has directed all financial institutions in the country to halt remittance termination partnership with the company for the next 1 month. There is more in this report.
Based on the letter from the Bank of Ghana to all financial institutions, including commercial banks and all enhanced payment service providers, the suspension took effect on 8th November 2024 and should end on 8th December 2024. The Bank of Ghana in the letter maintained that it took the action because the TapTap, which allows persons outside to remit funds through their mobile virtual platforms, was operating a CD remittance wallet, which is in violation of the Foreign Exchange Act in Ghana. The central bank argued that this move was also in violation of the updated guidelines for inward remittance service. The regulator is warning that it will not hesitate to severely punish any institutions that breach the law. TapTapSend had in recent times become the preference choice for many people outside for sending money to Ghana. This is because of the mobile-based platform and how it competitively priced in terms of cost. The action by the Bank of Ghana is coming at a time the regulator has come under some serious criticisms over not being able to account for all the remittances that comes into the country.
And that is a business desk report. Now, some agri sector players have questioned the increase in cocoa producer price by government. They have actually described it as prudent. They have raised concerns about the timing of the action. The December general election approaches. President Akufo-Addo of the Farmers' Day dinner last Friday announced a marginal increase in the 64 kilo bag to 3,100 Ghana cedis to help provide additional support to cocoa farmers. Ibn Karwe is one of the sector players that Joy Business has been engaging and is not sure about this move helping to halt smuggling.
Why do we have to increase the price of cocoa farmers at this time? Is it because we are close to elections? Or it's a genuine quest to raise the incomes of cocoa farmers? If that were the case, I thought that would grab happened earlier. Now, I think that increase at this time may not be able to stop the smuggling of cocoa outside the country, and the increment is not good enough to stop farmers from selling their cocoa farms to galamseyers.
Edward Karwe is a former General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union. This is the second time since September this year that the producer price of cocoa has been increased. The country's production is expected to witness some significant increase in the coming days. Now, this is because Springfield has started test drill on its Finna oil well. The move, when completed, should lead to the production of 50,000 barrels of crude oil per day. Speaking to Joy Business during a visit on the rig, now test supervision director, that is William Drott, revealed that they are hoping to complete works before the end of this month.
The objective is to get hydrocarbons at surface and see how big the reservoir is for Springfield. And hopefully it's economically worth to proceed in this field.
When are you expecting to complete this project?
In a couple of days. couple of these measures depends on the productivity of the well.
William Drott is the well test supervisor at the deep sea boat There's No Ocean rig handling the project. Senior finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amoah, has expressed doubt about the ability of the newly launched Ghana credit score system to reduce the cost of borrowing significantly, as well as the high non-performing loans. Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia last week launched the credit scoring system that aims to transform access to credit for Ghanaians. But Dr. Amoah argues that it might take a while before that target is fully achieved.
In a regime like this, a credit scoring system cannot all of a sudden pull down the rate for individuals or for business borrowers. If you really want to work on the rates, then it's a macro side that have to tackle to pull down the rate. What we are going to see will just be marginal declines in rates, because there's a bigger force that is pulling the rates and not the credit score. So it is good we have credit scoring, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to reduce rate from current rate of, let's say, 30 to 10. No.
And that is the senior finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amoah. Now, the planned resumption of shuttle flights by Virgin Atlantic Airlines from London to Accra for May next year, it's likely to delay. Now, Joy Business understands that is due to challenges with securing the Rolls-Royce engines on its Boeing fleets. The development was expected and exclusively actually seen as several airlines. This is actually not exclusive to Virgin Atlantic Airlines, as several airlines have also frozen their long-haul operations due to this challenge. Now, Virgin Atlantic resumption of service was expected to give some serious competition to British Airways that had some monopoly on that route. Now, Managing Director of Labadi Beach Hotel and CIMG Marketing Man of the Year, that is 2023, David Duafo, has assured that the facility would deploy customer-centric initiatives to guarantee profitability in the hospitality industry. He made the statement after management of the hotel announced a milestone dividend payment of 16.5 million Ghana cedis to the shareholder, that is Social Security and National Insurance Trust Net. He noted that this is enough has been done to make the operations of the company or the hotel a success.
We have customers who have been with us over the period for 30 years plus. They're so loyal. There are some of them, they grew up, coming to Labadi Beach Hotel with their parents, and they are still with us. It's a family-oriented organization. And when you have loyalty and repeat business, most economists or marketers will tell you repeat business is more profitable than just the one-off business, because there you are assured of getting your revenue constantly. So in Labadi, we give credit also to our loyal patrons.
Managing Director of Labadi Beach Hotel and CIMG Marketing Man of the Year 2023, David Duafo. Now, Ghanaian construction companies are eyeing opportunities in the Far Eastern parts of Europe. A central bank hosts a trade summit in Turkey. The business-to-business engagement organized by the bank over the past 3 years has provided Ghanaian businesses an opportunity to expand on the international market. Darrell Kwal has more.
Ghana's construction market is busy. There's huge demand for affordable housing and commercial properties. This boom has contributed to economic growth, and private sector businesses want a piece of the pie. Bruce Edem Akapo is project manager at Construction Dynamics Limited in Accra. He's one of dozens of business executives attending Carbank's Trade Summit in Turkey.
And I get to see the warehouses, get to meet partners where we are able to transact, exchange contacts, where we can transact business with them by procuring materials at relatively better prices to help in our construction projects.
Carbank is building on the success of previous B2B engagements, which have enabled numerous businesses to secure international contracts and partnerships. Daniel Appiah is head of commercial banking at Carbank PLC.
Interestingly, the bulk of the people on the trip are more into construction. And when it comes to construction, when it comes to building materials, when it comes to interior decor, Turkey is the ish.
Companies that participated in prior editions reported significant growth in market reach, increased exports, and enhanced collaborations with global firms.
Darakwa, with that report, the government has recorded another marginal oversubscription of its treasury bills. Now, they have came an expense of raising interest rates at the cost of borrowing surge. There's more in this report.
According to the auction result from the Bank of Ghana, the government bagged 5.825 billion Ghana cedis from the sale of the short-term instrument, versus against a target of 5.623 billion Ghana cedis. All the bids were accepted. A staggering 5.107 billion Ghana cedis, about 87.67%, came from the 91-day bill. For the 182-day bill, 560.07 million Ghana cedis were tendered. A little over 157 million Ghana cedis were, however, offered for the 364-day bill. Meanwhile, interest rates increased on the yield curve. Some analysts believe the government would have missed a target if interest rates had stayed the same or gone down. The yield on the 91-day bill went up by 26 basis points to 26.82%. The rate on the 182-day bill was, however, 27.67%, higher than the 27.58% recorded a week ago. That of the 364-day bill also shot up to 29.12%, compared with the 28.97% the preceding week.
Let's turn our attention to the stock market, and the share prices of Total Energies and Benz Oil Palm Plantation are expected to go up this week on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now, this is due to an increase in demand for the stocks of these firms. Here is more from Grace Monyanyo of Databank Research.
Last week's trading saw a strong buy interest in the market, leading to price gains in 6 equities. The stocks were Cow Bank, Ecobank Transnational Incorporated, Access Bank, Camelot Ghana, MTN Ghana and Gold PLC. However, profit-taking activities led to a decrease in new gold ETF. Consequently, the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index gained 2.20% weekly, to a year-to-date gain of 47.88%. Rata Data Bank Stock Index advanced by 1.51% weekly, to a year-to-date gain of 44.23%. Market turnover declined by 91% to 6.28 million Ghana cedis after exchanging 2.48 million shares over 24 counters. MTN Ghana and Ecobank Ghana were the most traded counters, jointly accounting for 74% of the market turnover. Looking ahead to this week, we expect the share prices of Total Energies and Benz Oil Palm Plantation to gain, based on increased demand for their shares. For Joy Business Report, Grace Monanyun of Databank Research.
Let's turn our attention to the currency market, and the dollar is going for 16 Ghana cedis 90 pesos. Now, that is the rate some of the forex bureaus are offering to their clients. That is not the official rate, but that is what some of them are selling to their clients this morning. The British pound is going for 21 Ghana cedis 90. That is 21 Ghana cedis 80 pesos. The euro, on the other hand, is going for 18 Ghana cedis 30 pesos. However, some of the commercial banks are selling a dollar at 16 Ghana cedis 47 pesos. And to the commodities news, crude oil is still dropping on the international market and it's trading this morning at $73 a barrel. Gold lost more than $14 and it's selling at $2,670 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $6,987 a ton after losing $100. Even going down, Kojo, it is still quite strong on the market. $6,987 a ton for cocoa.
Well, I mean, commodities looking
very good,
robust, right? If our currency can learn from it and can get bad. Anyway, thank you, George, and thanks to the business team. Yes, they return on every major bulletin throughout the day. And of course, there's the Joy Business Minute at 8 a.m. Don't miss any of that. Right now, though, some inspiration coming your way, and Dunsing Onyekang is the one who brings us this one this morning. It's called Undignified. Enjoy. dignified by Dunsin Oyekan. And we've managed to press Gang George into staying with us for a short while longer for the news review. And due to a security lapse at the front door, Raymond is here. Good morning, Ray.
This is almost like a permanent security lapse. the company laughs me.
Yes.
As a man of the people. Yes. And Kojo, I have had throughout this weekend, I have been unable to sleep over this young lady's matter. Juvenile has a story, dialysis at 13. Whenever I hear the sound, all that reminds me is what happened to the 15-year-old Priscilla Asante.
Yeah.
And see, if you have ever been involved in a miscarriage situation, for a very long time, what you do is that you blame everybody and everything you could have done differently.
Indeed.
Consistently, I keep asking myself, are we going to let a 13-year-old be like the 15-year-old? The young lady asked everybody in this country to intervene, from president to first lady to everybody to intervene. She died. There is a 13-year-old who would need that transplant. They will do it at UGMC. The mother is willing to donate her own kidney. $25,000 is the barrier between keeping our 13-year-old alive. And I cannot, it haunts me. It affects me. And it gets me emotional at very different levels.
It's such a big signal of the failure of a nation, that we're unable to save children from such preventable, avoidable, and treatable conditions. So we couldn't prevent it. That's failure number one. First of all, we couldn't avoid it. That's failure number two. But now that the condition exists, we can't treat it.
Yeah.
The facilities exist, but it costs such a fortune to do it. And we don't have a system that provides for the welfare of such unique situations, so that a 13-year-old doesn't have to fear for her life because she can't afford $25,000. I can't afford $25,000 to save my life if I find myself in that situation. You understand? It's horrific that we live in a society that we sit on this panel and have to say that look, we can't afford it.
And I've heard Dr. Bawumia say, and the NHI boss sent to me that the government's comprehensive plan, dialysis will be made permanent on the NHIS from the 1st of December. Wonderful news. But just like Priscilla, all of these things do not matter to the family when they have lost their own.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Listen, if this isn't a wake-up call, then nothing else will be. And by the way, we hope you're waking up everywhere in the nation to Joy 99.7 FM. If you're in the Volta region, here are some stations on which you can catch some joy in your life. Jubilee Radio, Volta Premier, Amenuveve FM, Sand City Radio, Lolonyo FM, Kekele FM, Fafa Radio, Y Radio, Clenham Radio, Victory FM, Swiss FM, Shine FM, and Akwini Radio. Make one of these your go-to for a bit of joy in your life.
Now, the Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. This morning, we had originally intended to put spot fines in our system in the LI 220. I don't know whenever we are going to implement that, but general speed limits is what I want to tip you about from the LI. And the regulation says, except otherwise indicated by the road authority, a person driving a motor vehicle shall not exceed a maximum permissible speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour on the road within a school, a playground, or a health facility. a church, a mosque, a market, a shopping center, or a procession where human activity is predominant. B, 50 kilometers per hour on a road or a section of a road situated within an urban or a built-up area. So 30, 50, and 90 kilometers per hour on a road or section of a road other than a motorway situated outside an urban or a built-up area. And D, 100 kilometers per hour on a motorway. So if you have
30,
any doubt,
50, 90, 100. If
True.
you're in any doubt, right?
Yeah.
30, 50, 90, 100.
100.
Thank you for
Sometimes
that.
you get surprised how people speed in residential
Yeah.
areas, and it's not for nothing that they have a braking distance. If you speed a certain level, it might be difficult to brake to avoid that accident or hitting that person that might be crossing the road.
I mean, we've all seen the recent example of what happened in East Legon, and we certainly don't want more of that happening. What's the latest on that? Did we hear that the 16-year-old was in remand?
Yes.
That is what the police said in a statement.
Yeah, I was reading somebody's post as a person who claimed to work at the Borstal, and the person was insisting that the Borstal is the only place to remand a 16-year-old, and that this particular boy was not there. But I'm sure he's somewhere.
The police came back with a response. I don't know, but effectively what they said in their response is that that 16-year-old is still in the. So police refute claims that suspect driver Elrad Salif Wamako is not at the Osu Correctional Center. He says would like to refute the claim and that the suspect that suggests that the suspect is currently not at the Osu Correctional Center as directed by the court. Following the court's order on 1st of November, suspect was taken to the Osu Correctional Center where he remains as of this morning.
Right.
Yes, that's 5 days ago when the police issued
They
the
insist that he's there, right?
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, good. There we go. All right, let's learn how to say it right. It's brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Please stand by for this public announcement. The thing is called a travel bag, not a traveling bag. It's travel bag. When you say traveling bag, you risk being misunderstood. That bag is not traveling. It is used for travel, hence travel bag. You wouldn't say showering cap or seating belt or penciling case, would you? Now, this rule does not apply in all situations. The soda is not baking, but we still say baking soda. There are other exceptions like cooking oil and chopping board. I wonder why all of these exceptions seem related to food. I probably only noticed that because I'm hungry. Gosh, I could eat a travel bag full of wachi right now. Just saying. Yeah, all right. Let's get into the news.
So let's start with
it's
the
brought
legal
to us by
okay.
Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and Access Bank, more than banking.
Yes, George, you can all start.
Champing at the bit, ready to go.
Okay, so let's start with the Daily Guide. Lead story: protect free teachers with your vote. So says the Minister of Education, and former President Kufuor is urging the Babin resolve current impasse. He tells Babin, and also Dr. Bawumia says that Mohammed's economic record is bad. New Nana commissions flour port interchange on November 19, 2024. And also it's a lead story that says that NDC election ploy exposed. And let me read the story about former President John Ajay Kufuor as Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumanakans for Babin to demonstrate leadership and resolve the current impasse in the 8th Parliament to ensure a smooth exit. His call comes amid a standoff resolving around the side's hold on the majority side. I mean, basically looking at the current development in Parliament, and he's urging the current Speaker to demonstrate leadership in resolving this particular issue.
And there's, I mean, you may even disagree with him, but there's decency in the speech of John Kufuor.
Yeah.
I listened to the tape once again this morning. He's not one of those people saying, "Oh, you are a terrible person and you should." No. He's one of those people saying you are the worst speaker. No. He's saying that leadership has its own difficulties. You need to actually make sure that this is done because you've had a wonderful public service record. And that's how you appeal to people. And I agree with him that no matter what's happening, I'm also expecting Speaker Bagbin to help resolve this. I mean, yes, you've made your point. The day before Parliament resumed, that brief moment, you made your point. The expectation is that Speaker Bagbin would take the House from its current stalemate of a sort and proceed with it. Again, truthfully, Speaker Bagbin cannot force MPs back into the House. He can only steer them in the right direction. I think if the only problem that the Afenyo Market and his MPP people are complaining about is that their seats are occupied when they come in, I pray that the Speaker will say, listen, you are in minority, go and sit there. This would end the conversation. That is if it's the biggest problem. I do not have a difficulty with Speaker saying that for the sake of this country, I am intervening and getting the right thing done. It has very little to do whether this morning's engagement at the Supreme Court will go left or right, or it will be fruitful or whichever way. And I'm expecting every other group to be mindful of how they are playing to the escalation of this by the day. You are not resolving it. You are just adding more fuel to the problem by your needless commentary and all the other things surrounding that. So I hope. Because if Speaker says, now listen, go and sit there, they say that their only problem is that you are sitting in their seat. I know you also say you are a majority, but I'm communicating to you now. Go and sit there. It ends the conversation. I know that he have raised issues of quorum. I know that they have raised issues of all of that. And I've seen this Parliament resolve matters. I'm saying in first year political science, what is taught is consensus building, cooperation. They are the core of our politics. Without that, we will not go anywhere. If we want to be legalistic and pretending that, oh yeah, I'm right, you are right. The Parliament was supposed to, what they call it, go on their leave before election. Is it 15th or so? If we play with that, they will still proceed with that and may never come back until next year.
May I ask though, is this the clearest indication that there is no government business?
No, there is a lot of the list.
No, then honestly, some people really have to be made to account for this lack of a sense of responsibility.
True.
Is it really true that where you sit is far more important than, say, the budget being read?
And again, if you have the numbers, you'll be more than those NDC people.
So it won't matter where you
even
sit.
Even if you want to push them to go and sit at the back, you can actually, through your motions,
you can
do
file
that.
a motion. So, hey.
So please, we should have this conversation in a way. And again, Kojo, we've made this point before. I am saying that for the sake of the country, it's become like toddlers who do not know what to do. So we have to tell them what to do, and they become like, yeah. And that's what Andy Apiakobi told me. He said he's embarrassed that they are behaving like kids. We are in my seat. I'm in your seat.
Look at that.
And he drives from Asante Achim North to come to Parliament. They say, oh, we can't sit because they are in our seat. And say, I mean, seriously, do you know how much it takes for me to come and the risk involved? I agree that we should help Parliament. And again, I know that some of the leadership have already reached out to Austin Garment to help resolve their problem. It's been a long time. I think that today is Monday. They should find a way of resolving it.
Look.
They make all of us look bad.
Leadership needs to put their hand up and accept that. Yeah. In fact, they've been childish. And it's on both sides. Let's be fair. I mean, the minority also, have decided to do buga with this thing and just go and sit in the chair that they want to sit in, and they think that makes them majority. The chair you sit in makes you majority. Then they'll get up and be marching, doing march past, as if they've actually won something. I mean, you've not won anything. The matter is to be resolved in the Supreme Court. You haven't won anything. And then the majority we have urgent business. You write letters, memos and all kinds of things. And then when they open Parliament, you say, yeah, because we can't sit in our favorite chairs. And look,
and it's not clear your favorite chairs, because this is happening at AICC.
Precisely.
It's not the Parliament that you by anyway.
You see, look, Castiel Atuforsen and Alexander Afenyo Markin, Please, do you not feel embarrassed? Don't you feel embarrassed? This is the agenda you want the nation to follow you on. This is leadership. Let's move on.
Let's see how we can
related
build
to this matter before you move on. Is that standoff in Parliament? Experts call for dialogue reforms. That's how the Daily Graphic actually captures that. It has Professor Bafo Ajimanduya, and it has Dr. Malia Abubakar. For the record, she's a senior lecturer at the Department of Political Science of the University of Education, Winneba. Long time ago, during our GRASAC days, Malia and I were members of the Judicial Committee of GRASAC. They are saying that dialogue and reforms are the way forward. And there's also Dr. Samuel Kofi-Dakwa, Governance Fellow at the Institute of Economic Affairs, also adding on to this particular one.
To quote a famous Santa Clausian, Anya years no hajim. Dem Subani was a conquer.
Is it how do you even get to know that?
Let's see how we can protect our institutions, and it's very, very important, no matter the disagreements that we are having.
Imagine we have to protect our institutions from its leaders.
Another story that will be of interest, Kojo, to use the chiefs in the Western region of debunked media report that President Akufo-Addo has honored himself with a statue. Our attention has been drawn to recent widespread media reports concerning the unveiling of a statue of President Akufo-Addo at the Efia Kwanta roundabout. We wish to clarify and provide context to the event. The development is an initiative to celebrate the president. According to the chiefs, they rather unveiled the statue in recognition of President Akufo-Addo's contribution towards development.
Who unveiled the statue?
Well, we wish to clarify and provide context that according to the chiefs, they rather unveiled.
But it wasn't the chiefs that unveiled the statue.
Well, okay, so
it was the president himself.
Were they not there too?
So that's a story by Emmanuel Opoku.
It was the president who unveiled his own statue.
From that's the Daily Guide story. So that's what the chiefs are saying.
No, please.
That's what they are saying.
I understand, but why is there a need for chiefs to even come and
Victor,
is the president not willing to admit that he unveiled his own statue?
Victor Achu Tamako.
Is there a need for others?
They claim that
they
did it to honor him, so maybe then he should come and
Victor Achu Tamako told me if I did not care about it, generally I would think that leaders should not be happy, but I didn't care about it. But Victor Achu Tamako was explaining to me the circumstance surrounding this, that hospital undone, the promised renovation and all the things that we said we'll do,
not done.
We have not done. The road to that place,
terrible.
And you then ask yourself, what is the president being celebrated for with this statue? And again, so when I heard it, I felt very sad about it. A bit like, what's the point? I also felt that if the executive lead, and they are, mostly, if you are not in power, then you hear the true reflection of the people's views about you. So I would prefer that out of power, other people will build these statues and monuments in the name of the president and say, Akufo-Addo, during your tenure, you did exceedingly well in this and that area.
Anyway, I think we should also ask ourselves, why is the statue being guarded?
Why
is there security around the statue?
All right, well. Ubati says we should move on.
The online review is brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. Goyle,
Now, this November and December, Zenith Bank Ghana and Visa are rewarding Zenith SME business card holders with exclusive giveaways. Be one of the first 40 customers to sign up for a Zenith SME business card and receive Total Energy fuel vouchers to fuel your vehicle, or be one of the 100 Zenith SME card holders who will receive shopping vouchers from Amazon when you spend a minimum of 10,000 Ghana cedis or internal transactions in November and December 2024. The Zenith SME business cards is the card that keeps giving and the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. Sign up for the Zenith SME business card today at any Zenith Bank branch nationwide. For more information, call Zenith Direct, our 24-hour customer contact center. That's 0302 680 884 or 0307 086370. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Now, good energy brings you Goil Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. It is flowing wah at many Goil stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goil Super XP is top quality. It gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goil Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel, and it is suitable for most vehicles. As your journey continues on the road, look out for Goil stations with the Goil Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Goil Super XP. Ophelia, huh? Ube feel Goil. Good energy. Yena Yendia. And this is a big one on myjoyonline.com this morning. Ken Crunchy petitions Akufo-Addo for removal of special prosecutor, citing misconduct and security risks. Go find out what he means on myjoyonline.com. Right now, though, the BBC News brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. And Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuel. Goil brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goil stations nationwide. Goil Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goil Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goil Super XP. Wufilia, huh? Feel good energy. Joy
Win big! Just buy any Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO electronics and appliances and stand a chance to win free TVs, air conditioners, washing machines, refrigerators, gas cookers, chest freezers, home theaters, small kitchen appliances, and many more. How to enter? Dial *920*888#. Select option 1 to enter raffle. Select region of purchase. Enter item serial number and you're good to go. Increase your chances by buying more to enter multiple times. Follow us for weekly and monthly winner announcements. Terms and conditions apply. This is approved and regulated by the National Lotteries Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform.
MSMEs power over 70% of Ghana's GDP and employ 85% of its workforce. Yet they continue to face challenges like limited access to credit and essential skills. Join GIZ for the Greater Accra Regional Network on Entrepreneurial Development and Employment Promotion Conference, themed Sustainable Solutions for Enterprise Development and Employment Promotion, the Role of the Union of Stakeholders. This two-day event features hands-on workshops, expert talks, and inspiring success stories from local entrepreneurs. Are you an SME? Register now to showcase your business for free. Date: 12th and 13th November 2024. Venue: Kofi Ohene Konedu Hall, UPSA, Accra. Time: 9:30 a.m. daily. For more information, call Bernice at 0244 311 409.
permanent representative to the United Nations.
In Ukraine, the military has issued air raid alerts for most of the country, saying it's detected Russian bombers taking off. This comes as both countries have been carrying out their largest drone attacks against each other since the start of the war. We'll be going live to the capital Kyiv for the latest.
And we'll look at what the election of Donald Trump as the next US president could mean for migrants, as he names a former police officer and long-serving immigration official as his border czar. But first, a bulletin of the latest world news.
Hello, I'm Neil Nunes with the BBC News. The latest COP International Climate Conference is getting underway in Azerbaijan. COP29 is taking place as projections suggest this year will be the hottest ever recorded, and just after the United States has elected Donald Trump, a climate skeptic, as president. Esme Stallard is in Baku.
The first day of the conference is all about the agenda, so countries have to agree what they are going to talk about, and we are expecting a potential fight on that issue. Last minute, China sought to add an additional item onto the agenda around trade. They are concerned about the impacts of European and US measures to restrict or to add a tax onto imported goods in order to reduce carbon emissions. So there might be potential issues today.
Donald Trump's campaign team says it won't comment on reports that he spoke by phone to Vladimir Putin 2 days after decisively winning the U.S. election. According to the Washington Post, Mr. Trump warned the Russian leader against escalation in Ukraine and reminded him of America's substantial military presence in Europe. James Waterhouse is in Kyiv.
I think it'll be a nervous wait, really, for President Zelensky when seeing these reports of a conversation between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. He is clearly looking to engage with the Kremlin. The Kremlin has said, its spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, it's good to see a US president who's more interested in peace than confrontation. So there's an optimism on the Moscow side of things. And, you know, these reports said that Kyiv has given advance notice of this call. The Foreign Ministry today has said, no, we weren't.
Power cuts will be introduced in many parts of Iran from today due to fuel shortage in power stations. Electricity supplies will be switched off for 2 hours a day. The state electricity company said the cuts were needed because of a government decree to use only gas to run power stations. Victims of one of the world's most prolific online child abusers have told the BBC they hope the case will encourage more people to report internet sex crimes. Alexander McCartney was sentenced to life in prison in Britain last month. More from Chris Page.
Police estimate that Alexander McCartney targeted 3,500 children over 5 years. He pretended to be a teenage girl online and tricked his victims into sending him explicit photos of themselves. McCartney then threatened to post the pictures publicly unless they carried out acts of abuse. A 12-year-old girl from the US took her own life after being blackmailed. Other victims have now spoken in the hope it'll help others. One said she was glad she reported the abuse to police, and other young people should come forward if something similar was happening to them, saying you truly never know the magnitude of the situation you're dealing with.
BBC News. Leaders of Arab and Muslim states are gathering for an emergency summit in Saudi Arabia where they'll discuss the conflicts in Gaza and Lebanon. Delegates want to see an immediate end to Israel's military action against Hamas and Hezbollah, but the event in Riyadh is likely to be overshadowed by two main issues, as Frank Gardner now explains.
Donald Trump is a huge influence in this region. He's got a very close relationship with the Saudis, but he's also got a close relationship with Israel. So delegates are going to be wondering just how much influence they can have over the incoming presidency of Donald Trump in January. And the other big thing hanging over this conference is Iran. Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps has vowed to respond to the October the 26th Israeli missile attack, which itself was a response to an Iranian attack, which was a response to an Israeli attack, and so on.
The U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has named his choice for what he called his border czar. He is Tom Homan, a former policeman and long-serving immigration official. Mr. Trump, writing on social media, said there was nobody better at policing and controlling U.S. borders, and that Mr. Homan would be in charge of the deportation of illegal aliens back to their country of origin. More than 1,000 workers at Canada's second-largest port, Montreal, have been locked out after union members rejected a pay deal from their employers' association. Only essential services will continue at the port on the St. Lawrence River until the dispute is resolved. The head of a Japanese opposition party has admitted having an affair shortly before a parliamentary session due to pick the next prime minister. Yuichiro Tamaki has emerged as a key decision-maker ahead of the meeting after agreeing to work with the governing coalition. BBC World News.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I did for you. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast and easy setups and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000 page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit kompugana.com or call 0302 752 020 for more information.
I am Wahinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan, and this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms or invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and receive a monthly income for the perfect retirement. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit www.oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Obrapa Ahotongwa.
Old Mutual, do great things every day. Beyond every boardroom is a story waiting to be written. A story of a business and its potential, of a community that thrives, a hospital that serves, and energy that powers millions of dreams. It's a story that only gets better with a partner that has the expertise and solutions to make it a reality. At Absa Corporate and Investment Banking, we are invested in your story, and we invite you to write it with us because your story matters. Absa. Authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Tell me when to say love me, Jojo.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.
Gorgeous Thames. Nigerian sensation taking Afro beats to the globe.
Said love me Jaja, love me tender. Love me Jaja, love me tender. Love me Jaja, love me tender. Love me Jaja.
Calls this one Love Me Jeje. You guys better love us Jeje right here on Joy 99.7 FM because we certainly love you.
Love me in and out.
All right, today on the Super Morning Show, we're extending that love into the conversations we have. And I mean, this was heartbreaking. Did you hear when this report came out?
So will I be on dialysis for the rest of my life? Or will I get someone to help me out of this? Or that will be the end of my life? When I hear that someone on dialysis had died, I ask myself, so will I also die?
The doctors told me I have to be on a machine, and I have to be on that machine either twice or thrice a week. My mom and dad do not have money either. We have become miserable. I am appealing to the government to help me live through this. Otherwise, I may die.
Honestly, this thing. Ray, I saw you blocking your ears so you didn't have to hear it one more time.
The first time I heard Priscilla, I was on my way to work. I was crying in the car. I don't want to repeat that emotional breakdown. No, and it's been haunting me since that time, consistently. I feel a part of a system that failed a 15-year-old, and I've not recovered from that. I really do not know whether we are going to allow a 13-year-old to also die a full year. Let's not get it wrong. It was around the same time in October, the first week of October, that consistently Priscilla had actually told everybody to come to her rescue, but we collectively failed her. this system we call, and the entire concept of governance is that we came and pulled resources together so that it will create a safety net for the people who need it most, so that we can still exist as a people. We failed Priscilla. We did not only fail Priscilla, we failed a generation. We also failed those who believe that, growing up in Ghana, you can survive, and if things happen to you, you can actually have the support that you require. Priscilla did not die during any war. She died because we could not raise the money that is infinitesimal to the amount we spend as a state, how much we waste as a people, money that we could have easily intervened. Yes, I've had a lot of promises and responses, but it was 15, now it's a 13-year-old, and we are looking at this situation. If we do not take care, this 13-year-old will die just like the 15-year-old. A year in between. Within 1 whole year, we could not solve a problem that will prevent another child from dying in the Republic of Ghana. Of all the things we have said, of all the interventions we have put in place, and I'm completely appalled by it. I'm disappointed. It challenges your citizenship. And we should understand that this whole concept of statehood, nationhood, is so we can provide some safety net for the likes of Priscilla, for the likes of this 13-year-old. And how do we justify to her classmates, to everybody, to even the guy who is seeking to leave this country because they believe this country will not have their back when they have to do so? How do we justify that to them? And the only difference between keeping the life, a 13-year-old's life in this republic, is $25,000. I cannot fathom how it should be a solution, how we should even be having this conversation, why we should be crying over this matter consistently. Because I can bet you we have wasted more than $25,000 in many of our engagements.
Look. I mean, you mentioned $25,000. It's not enough to buy half of a V8.
True.
We you are right. We waste $25,000 on all kinds of things. Today, there are ministers who would pick up $25,000 and give it to a 25-year-old just because she has lumps in the right places and is the right skin color. But a 13-year-old child, who is a citizen of this nation, whose parents pay tax, cannot get $25,000 to get a surgery to save her life. We have a system that cannot save her life, but can find $25,000 to waste on multiple frivolous ventures. It's not fair. It's not right. And it's because of things like this that we wake up and come to work in the morning. It's because of things like this that we have a job. So today we will do it. Today we will do that job. We can't let a child die just because as a nation we are too wasteful to save her life. No way.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the super morning show. Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, now the Vice President has announced that from the 1st of December, dialysis will be free in Ghana for all kidney patients. Now, if you feel some way about this, we want to know. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you post on X, or you can send us a WhatsApp on 055-111-997. Now, listen, Ghana, here is your chance to be one of the luckiest. The grand draw is happening on the 30th of November with incredible cash prizes. But until then, you have fantastic prizes to win every single day. Just imagine winning a motorbike, a TV, a chest freezer, and so much more just by getting your luckiest tickets. tickets. Now, here's how it works. Every day, the person who buys the highest amount in tickets wins the daily prize. And it doesn't matter if you're buying different tickets or you're spending all of that money on one ticket. Doesn't matter. All you have to do is make sure that you are the one who spends the most on the luckiest tickets in a particular day. Dial *712#, follow the prompts and buy as many tickets as you can. And if you're feeling generous, you can even buy tickets for someone else. Yep, as a gift. So Ghana, this is your time. Grab your tickets every day and stay in the game to win all month long with the luckiest. Don't miss out on these exciting prizes. Keep dialing *712# to buy more tickets. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas lottery platform.
Now, why wait for December when we can bring Christmas to you very early? Total Energy is kicking off the holiday spirit with our Bronya Lube special from 1st of November to 31st of January 2025. We are ready to spread some festive cheer. Swing by the Liberation Road, Tesano, also Dakuman, Link Road, Sakumono, Farah Avenue, Oxford Street, Community One Stadium, and also Apremdo Total Energy service stations. Change your engine oil and get a free elite car wash to keep your ride sparkling. It's like giving your car a holiday makeover. So while preparing to hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready for the festivities. For more details and updates, visit our website on totalenergiesgh.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook at Total Energies Ghana, on X, that's Twitter, Total Energies GH with capital letters, GH in capital letters, and Instagram, Total Energies GH with small letters.
Now, Ghana, get ready for the biggest giveaway from Syntex Tank. Syntex is visiting 15 communities and giving them free water. Now, this is just to say thank you, Ghana, for making them number one. Syntex was the first to introduce double layer tanks and, of course, the inner white layer. But you know, Syntex tanks also come in so many colors, so you need to get yourself one. When it's not Syntex, forget about it. Now, if you're a community and you want to benefit from the Syntex free water giveaway, just check out their social media. They are at Syntex Ghana, and you can nominate your community. The more you nominate, the better your chance of them coming. Remember, it's SINTEX, Syntex Tank. Not be any tank be tank. The correct tank be Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, are you strong? Are you tough?
Now, where are you headed this morning? Are you going shopping at the mall or buying fuel for your car? Are you enjoying your favorite meal at a restaurant or getting home essentials at your favorite shop? Or you're going shopping online for the things you need? Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, do it with the SG Visa card. I recommend heavily to you. Now, the SG Visa card is your best option to make payments for goods and services online or anywhere with a point of sale machine. Enjoy a world of amazing opportunities available with the SG Visa card. Go about your business anywhere in Ghana with the comfort and security of your money being available to you always. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa card today. To find out more, call 0302-214-314. SG Ghana, the future is you.
It is indeed. All right, now listen, if you're a mom, it's finally here. The news we've all been waiting for. Your favorite Cerelac now comes in a new variant with the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains, or as my uncle would say, wheat and maize grains, fortified with iron, vitamins and minerals. And guess what? The new Cerelac wheat and maize comes in an affordable price of only 2 Ghana cedis per sachet. To prepare this new Cerelac wheat and milk, just add milk. In fact, Cerelac we ne milk. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Now, Access Bank's Womenpreneur Picture Town Season 6 is here. Ghanaian women entrepreneurs, this is your time to shine. Access Bank is giving women-led businesses a unique opportunity and chance to secure funding, world-class business training, and the tools to scale up for success. Ready to elevate your business? Don't miss out on the chance to win. 1. 100,000 Ghana Cedi grand prize. 2. 50,000 cedis in other prizes. 3. Exclusive business masterclass. And 4. Business protection insurance, and so much more. Application has been extended and now closes on November 20. That's some 9 days from today. Visit Ghana.accessbankplc.com to apply. Terms and conditions apply. Need more info? Call our toll-free number 0800 004400 or visit W Community GH on Facebook, Instagram, and X to connect with our women banking team. You should note this. This is open to all business sectors anyway. Access W, inspiring, connecting, and empowering.
Now, if you're wondering where to hold your strategy planning meetings, your board sessions, or your staff retreats, there really is only one venue, and it's Safari Valley Resort. Just think of the green, serene environment, the accessibility, the meeting room capacity, the flow and layout of space, the room flexibility, the quality of equipment, staff, and of course, the first-class catering services. It's got to be Safari Valley Resort for your first choice. Call them on 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
Now, Toyota Ghana Company Limited, the sole authorized distributor of Toyota vehicles, genuine parts, and Toyota motor oil in Ghana, is proud to offer a pre-Christmas safety health check to her cherished customers. This activity is scheduled for Saturday, November 9, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Customers who will visit Toyota Ghana service centers on this day for oil change will enjoy 20% discount on servicing parts and free diagnosis. Customers can also request for only a vehicle diagnosis on the day for a minimal fee. Kindly note that regular vehicle maintenance is imperative for your personal safety and that of your vehicle. In Toyota Ghana, we pledge our commitment to customer satisfaction and safety on the road. Enjoy the very best vehicle ownership experience with Toyota Ghana's superior service. For bookings and enquiries, call 0302 429 801. Your safety is our top priority as we drive Ghana forward this festive season. Ghana indeed drives Toyota. Toyota, superior quality.
All right, now Kingdom Books and Stationery wants you to go check out their website, kingdomstoreonline.com, for the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and of course, stationery. You can pay via Momo across all networks, and they will deliver to your home or office in very good time. You get free delivery if you're in Accra or Tema, and terms and conditions absolutely do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. All right, then, more coming up, sports, birthdays, and all of it on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
It's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
This is Senna from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we are right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We are the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, it's a birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Could you have to do this because it's very important? Kindly wish Richard Nia Mugi of Lasibi happy birthday for me from the entire church members of the Church of Pentecost Community 16. Absolutely relevant. Wish there. Richard,
All right.
Please enjoy your wonderful day.
Now, to a pace setter, an affable, smart, and audacious woman, we wish you the choicest of blessings, Solomonic wisdom, and the courage of David to steer the affairs of the great Ghana Bar Association. May this new year bring freshness and newness to you and all that is associated with you. Happy birthday to Mrs. Ifwagate, the historic first female president of the Ghana Bar Association. May you continue to grow stronger and glow brighter from Team Ifwagate. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yes, I can add my own. May you consistently see injustice and point it out. May you not be blind to the rot in the system.
Amen.
May you be a true fighter for justice.
All right. Happy birthday to Abigail Otu of Na Travels. Saturday was your birthday, and you're spending it in sunny Kenya and South Africa. Enjoy your time there. All right, the Joy Sports Center now, and it is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. And if it's football you want, DSTV has got it all. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Okay, so folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transforming into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right. We're not just offering loans, we're offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter and a more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of these numbers: 050-153-5789 or 050-153-5790 or 0244-674-154, and let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered,
Yeah, for good. Now, have you ever thought about what true convenience means? Well, let's keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to everyday hassles. And speaking of easy solutions, have you ever heard about M-Care from MTN and MedPharma? That is convenient healthcare for everyone. Let's face it, being sick is no fun, and neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. But with M-Care, all of that hassle disappears. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between 10 Ghana or 161 Ghana cedis per month and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, and health insurance depending on your package. Unbelievable, right? Well, now I ask you, what is more convenient than this? Download the MedPharma app to sign up for the silver or gold package today.
Good morning, Kojo.
Good morning, Salah.
Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Coming up over the next 10 minutes.
Neto. Oh, he was given space! You cannot give Pedro Neto space there! His first Premier League goal for Chelsea!
Pedro Neto drills in a superb equaliser to earn Chelsea a point against Arsenal in a tense Premier League clash at Stamford Bridge. Also coming up.
Joao Pedro, able to thread it through, it's O'Reilly! Turnaround complete, and Manchester City's crisis deepens.
Yeah, Brighton inflicted an unprecedented fourth consecutive defeat on Pep Guardiola as Man City's woes deepen. There's more of this coming up, but first we start at home as usual, and Inaki Williams is likely to miss the final rounds of AFCON qualifiers against Angola and Niger after he sustained a hamstring injury. The 30-year-old missed Athletic Club's 1-1 draw against Valladolid yesterday, but it's unclear if he will recover in time for the games. The Angola game will be played on Friday, November 15 in Luanda, before the Black Stars wrap up the series at the Accra Sports Stadium against Niger on Monday, November 18. Ghana remains third in Group F with just 2 points from 4 games, and qualification is now firmly out of their hands. The Black Stars must win their remaining games and hope that Sudan, who have 7 points, lose both of theirs if Ghana is to qualify. The head coach Otuado had a press conference last week where he said he's putting in extra work to turn things around.
And so for me, I will do my best, and after the last loss, I even worked 3 times harder, It's, and maybe to give you just an insight, surely my wife is not happy because I was not at home, surely. But this is life, sometimes you have to work even more, even harder to achieve what you want to do.
That's Otuado, and the Black Stars players will begin arriving today to begin camp ahead of that game on Friday. Let's do Ghana Premier League, and that's where there are many twists and turns. Nations FC, they've gone within 1 point of the top of the league following another commanding 3-0 win over Nshuatreman yesterday at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Faisal Chewete, he scored twice to take his tally to 7 goals this season, the highest in the league. Nations now have 19 points from 10 games, one behind leaders Bibiani Gold Stars, who drew goalless against Young Apostles in Wenchi. Elsewhere, Kofi Tompo's stunner condemned Asante Kotoko to a 3rd consecutive defeat at Bechem United, who emerged 1-0 winners at the Nana Fosu Jabo Park. The Porcupine Warriors have dropped to 6th on the table with just 15 points, but their head coach Prosper Ogum is confident his team will bounce back.
This is not the result that they are expecting, but then I want to ask them that they should still be patient with us. We'll bounce back strongly. We'll make them happy. They should just be patient with us. I'm sure the players we have now know the caliber of team they are playing now, so they'll be used to it. So they should be patient with us, still support us, and we'll put the smiles back in their faces.
Prosper Ogum reacting to that 3rd consecutive defeat. In other matches, Basake Holy Stars, they scored deep into stoppage time to beat Accra Lions 2-1. And Gideon Watkins scored the only goal to hand a Gianna Stars victory over Karela United in Doma. Seidu Abubakar, he scored in the 4th minute of added time to hand GPL defending champion Samatex a 1-0 win over Legon Cities in Samaraboy. And Christian Barton's first half goal gave Heart of Lions a 1-0 win over Brecum Chelsea in Pando. On Saturday, Joseph Esso converted a penalty to give Dreams FC a first victory this season, a 1-0 win over Midiama in Kaswa. But the big winners were Hearts of Oak, who recorded back-to-back wins for the first time since March this year. Ketsi and Mauli Wayo strike 4 minutes after the break to give them a 1-0 win over Vision FC on Friday here in Accra. The win means Abubakar Watare's side now moves from 8th to 5th on the table.
It's a very tough match because Vision have a good determination because it's House of Folk. That thing I will tell my players every time. All the matches House of Folk has played is like fair now. No any team can give you chances. But today we win. The important thing in football to score one goal. We score.
That's Abubakar Ouattara there, bringing an end to the Ghana Premier League. Now, Barcelona legends, they've announced that their match in Ghana that was scheduled to take place yesterday in Kumasi has been postponed indefinitely, and whether the game will be scheduled or rescheduled or cancelled entirely will be communicated a little later. To rugby now, South Africa beat Kenya 19-10 in a thrilling final to retain their Rugby Africa Women's Sevens title and conclude a stellar tournament hosted here in Accra. Both South Africa and Kenya had qualified for the 2025 Challenger Series, with Uganda taking the third remaining place after a 17-5 third place playoff win over Madagascar. Ghana's women's rugby team finished 7th in that competition. The 2024 Rugby Africa Women's Sevens tournament, organized by Rugby Africa, brought together 12 national women's teams for the two-day competition at the University of Ghana rugby field. Let's go to England. That's where West Ham United forward Michael Antonio, well, he's left there and he's arrived in Accra, and he came last night after featuring in the Hammers goalless draw against Everton. The Jamaican international is scheduled to visit his academy Samba Stars in Kumasi in the coming days.
Obviously, I've come here for my work. Obviously, we started the academy here in Kumasi, Bumbata. Obviously, we know about all the talent that happens here. Obviously, Mo's at the club right now, and we just wanted to give the boys over here the opportunity to breaking through to the Premier League. What inspired me is just obviously the talent, the pool that Ghana has, and to give the motherland the opportunity to get their players, our family, over to the UK or worldwide or playing football. You see the talent with Mo, with so many other players moving.
That's Michael Antonio, West Ham United forward, also plays for Jamaica. He's in Ghana at the moment. Now, Chelsea and Arsenal, they shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge yesterday, keeping the London sides level in the Premier League with 19 points, but still 9 adrift of leaders Liverpool. Gabriel Martinelli have put the visitors in front in the 60th minute before a certain equaliser from Pedro Neto, who squeezed the ball past David Raya just 10 minutes later. Let's hear from the two managers first, Mikel Arteta and then Enzo Maresca.
I am very disappointed but very proud as well with what I've seen from the team again. Yeah, we made the most difficult one to score the first goal, and I'm very disappointed the way we conceded. The standards in our defensive habits nowhere near. They have the quality that you give them a space, they're going to punish you, but then the team reacts in a way that is fabulous.
I think the performance was good, we knew them quite well, how difficult it is, and we compete very well, and I think the performance that in this moment for us is very important, was good. International break, we can have a rest, recover energy and go again.
That's Maresca ending that. First, you heard from Mikel Arteta. Elsewhere, Man United secured a 3-0 victory over Leicester. A victorious send-up for Ruud van Nistelrooy in his final game as interim manager. Jordan Ayew and Fatau Issahaku, they were both starters for the Foxes, but that couldn't stop Man United from running out 3-0 winners. Newcastle, they came from behind to beat Nottingham Forest 3-1 at the City Ground, ending Forest's run of 3 consecutive wins. Ipswich Town, they secured the biggest win of the weekend, victory over Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 away from home. Not many people saw that coming. Liverpool, they opened a 5-point lead at the top of the table following a 2-0 home win over Aston Villa. And then Manchester City were humbled, their misery continuing with a 2-1 loss to Brighton. The defeat marks the first time City coach Pep Guardiola has lost 4 in a row.
Welcome. Always happen one time in a lifetime, right? Always there's a first time in lifetime. Of course, you have to change it. We lost 2 games in a Premier League. That is the point, and of course you have to change. You have to start to back to winning. But yeah, we are in the position that we are in the table in the Champions League again, and hopefully when the players come back, and I don't have any doubts that we will be back in our best.
That's Pep Guardiola there. He also lost 4 in a row at Bayern Munich, but one of them was a penalty shootout, so it's technically considered a draw. Last night, Barcelona. They suffered a shock 1-0 La Liga defeat at Real Sociedad that ended their 7-match winning streak in all competitions. So not exactly the sort of result they would have expected. They are still 6 points ahead of Real Madrid, though, who have a game in hand in second place. Roma, they've sacked their head coach Ivan Zurich following Sunday's 3-2 home defeat to Bologna and are searching for their third manager of the season. They already got rid of De Rossi at the start of this season. And before we go in tennis, Coco Gauff showed supreme determination to come back from a set and a breakdown against Zheng Qinwen to win the season-ending WTA Finals. In a thrilling encounter that lasted just over 3 hours, the American beat the Olympic champion 3-6, 6-4, 4-7 in Saudi Arabia to conclude an amazing year for the 20-year-old. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Back to you, Raymond.
Yes, Tahiru Fentio, how you doing?
I'm very well.
My dear friend,
what's with the cheeky smile you're wearing at the moment?
Yeah, because you're abusing the time and you don't want to run away from the studios. But it's time to actually switch over to Food for Thought, and it's brought to you by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Now, Roverman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, presents a roller coaster ride of expensive jokes, crazy pranks, and edge of seat thrilling drama in an original unclable white play, The Foreplay. Yeah. You know, Will and Tilly, they are estranged ex-spouses and parents of Faith. They have not spoken to each other for, well over 10 years after their explosive divorce. On the eve of Faith's wedding, she does the unthinkable by putting them in the same hotel suite in an attempt to get them to patch up their differences. And this sparks fireworks. Of course, if there's no murder on the day. Faith's fiancé is also on a secret mission which blows up in a way no one expects. Will they be able to remedy the situation on time for the wedding? The Foreplay is an edge of your seat experience that explores the comedy and drama of family life, forgiveness, and love. The Foreplay shows for 1 weekend only at the National Theatre, and I'm repeating that 1 weekend only. So the first one is Friday the 29th of November. That's the only one show there, 7 p.m. So it's 1, 2, 3. On Saturday, there are 2 shows, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's the 30th of November. And on Sunday, the 1st of December, it's actually 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. So think about it. Friday 1, Saturday 2, 4, and 8. Then on Sunday, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. It's just a cool 200 Ghana cedi. If you want to buy tickets, do so via the shop code *365*535# or on the Roverman app. Discounts are available for big purchases and for persons on the loyalty list and or with the loyalty cards. To place orders or make enquiries, please WhatsApp 050-55-46030 or call 050-554-6010. Sponsors Koba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, and Tilly's Tea. Communication partners M-Notify and Logistic Movers. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Production, as Uncle Ebo, it's already on. Be the difference. Uncle
Raymondo,
I hope you are doing well.
Oh, Raymond, I'm doing good. What about you?
Oh, I'm surviving small. They have given me some infection, but I'm trying to get over it.
Oh, I see. Sorry about that. But you are stronger than any infection.
Yeah, yes. As is expected.
The power of your mind alone is stronger than any infection. Tahiru.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, all the leagues are getting tougher and tougher, aren't they?
It is incredibly close everywhere. Just when you think someone is a runaway leader, then a setback happens.
And the pace of the play at all the in all the leagues is amazing.
It's amazing. There's a leveler now. A lot of the teams have enough money now to compete with the top teams. So, that's how Man City can lose to Brighton and Ipswich can go and beat Spurs. It's crazy.
Okay. Raymond, are you familiar with what we are talking about?
Not at all. I prefer the local league.
Oh, you prefer the local league. What happened to Kotoko this weekend?
Yes, I only support Kotoko when they win.
Raymond.
No, Raymond, there are lots of people who are like you, so you are in very good company. And thank you for talking about the foreplay. 1 weekend only, and it's my craziest play to date. So if you're a patron, if you've never watched any of my plays, I think this is a good one to watch and to introduce yourself to the Ebo White Productions. Raymond, here are the 10 commandments for the candidates who are running for office in Ghana this year. 10 commandments for our candidates. Commandment number 1. Thou shalt put the interest of Ghana first. Remember that you are a politician because of a nation called Ghana. If that nation is no more, or if that nation is insecure, you cannot call yourself a politician anywhere. You cannot be a presidential candidate in Nigeria or in Togo or in China or in the UK or in any other country, but this one called Ghana. So, the preservation of Ghana and the peace and stability of Ghana must be your priority. And you must not say or do or allow your followers and supporters to say or do anything that can undermine the peace and unity of Ghana. Commandment number 2. Thou shalt not demonize your opponent. Politics is a game with very high stakes, but that doesn't mean that your opponent is a demon or a criminal. So make your case to Ghanaians. Tell Ghanaians your vision for Ghana. Give the youth of Ghana hope for their future under your administration. Inspire confidence in the direction you are going to take Ghana, but don't demonize your opponent, especially since behind the scenes, you respect each other because you know how much each of you has accomplished with your lives. You may not say any kind word about your opponent, but please don't demonize them. Remember that if your opponent wins, you will call him Mr. President and not Mr. Demon. Commandment number 3. Thou shalt remember that this is an election and it can go either way. So, be willing to accept the results whether it goes your way or not. When you offer yourself for elections, you must understand that there are only 2 outcomes possible. You can either win or lose. Much as you hope to win, you must accept that losing is also a possibility. This is the reason that the best practice in mature democracies is that candidates going into elections always have 2 speeches prepared for them, a victory speech and a concession speech. Remember that if you stand for election and you cannot see yourself losing or are not prepared to accept loss, then you are cheating. In that case, then you may just as well have seized power by force and not wasted the nation's resources and time pretending you believe in the democratic process of the free will and choice of the people. Commandment number 4. Thou shalt watch the promises you make during your campaigns, because the people will hold you to them if you win. Today, you are desperate for the votes of the people, and so you want to tell them what will make them happy and get them to vote for you. So you make promises upon promises. That is understandable, except that if you win, you'll be held to those promises. So as you make the promises, remember that if you come to power, your success or failure will be measured by how many of those promises you managed to fulfill. Making promises is free and cheap, but make sure that you don't make empty promises, because if you do, you are undermining your own legacy should you come to power. Commandment number 5. Thou shalt not press the tribal or religious buttons. People get very emotional and fanatic about issues of tribe and religion. If you want to rule a united Ghana, then make sure you never invoke tribal or religious sentiments. Ghana issues only one passport, There is no Akan passport or Ewe passport or any other tribal passport. There is no Christian passport or Muslim passport in Ghana. So don't press the tribal or religious buttons. If you do, you are setting yourself up for failure as the president of the Republic of Ghana should you win. Commandment number 6. Thou shalt watch who you take money from for your campaigns, because those who pay for your campaign have their agenda and will own your presidency should you win. The more people you owe for your campaign, the more masters you would have as president. Commandment number 7. Open your eyes and see Ghana as you travel. You'll be covering the whole of Ghana during your campaign, but don't zoom through the towns and villages without taking in what you are seeing. See Ghana as you travel. Don't just go through Ghana. Let Ghana go through you. In other words, notice the state and conditions under which the masses of Ghanaians live. See the roads they travel on. See where they fetch water and the quality of water they drink. See the unemployment of the youth and their lack of hope for their future. See the evidence of poverty around you outside Accra and Kumasi and the big cities. See the expectations of the poor people who turn up at your rallies. See Ghana and let what you see define your priorities when you become president. Go through Ghana, but let Ghana also go through you. Commandment number 8. Exercise leadership over your supporters and your spokespeople. Ensure that what they say and do in your name reflects you. If you let your people get away with saying and doing the wrong things in your name during your campaign, they will undermine your presidency later. So be firm now and let everyone in your camp know that this is your campaign, not theirs. So they should respect your values. Commandment number 9. If you win, make sure you become the president of Ghana, the whole Ghana, and all Ghanaians, and not the president of only those who voted for you. You must understand that even those who did not vote for you contributed to your becoming president, because if they had not participated in the process, there would have been no elections and you would not have become president. And finally, commandment number 10. Thou shalt remember that the power you are seeking belongs to the people. Make sure you don't become their master when they give you the mandate to serve them. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. And Raymond, that is my presentation for this morning.
It is absolutely fantastic. I just wish you could have come, let's say, a year earlier. I have a couple of people who really are leading campaigns today who would learn a lot from it. That's if they want to do the right thing. There's a bit of it that actually caught my attention too. The part to do with campaign financing. Somewhere in 2011, I did a paper on political financing and said it was technically unregulated, that there were no limits to donations from citizens, that there were no disclosure laws, there are no limits to spending on elections. And there are always links between political corruption and political financing in African countries. So
that's right.
And this is still happening even in today. I did not know how the various leaders got elected on their party tickets and who funded the campaign to get elected. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for example, and John Dramani Mahama. I don't know the people that funded their campaigns to be the leaders of their various political party. Up to now, I do not know. I do not know the people who hold sway over them going into the future. And yet, I'm the one who's supposed to elect among these people the next president of the Republic of Ghana.
And you know, whoever is the campaign owns the presidency.
True.
You know, and the more people they owe, the less they are their own people, their own men when they become president. And this is in the context of how expensive it is to campaign for office in Ghana.
True.
The money comes from somewhere. So you are right. Where does it come from? And remember, whoever pays calls the tune, pays the tune. Is it whoever pays the piper
yeah.
calls the tune.
Yeah.
Calls the tune.
And this
Raymond, have a fantastic week.
I am grateful to you for your time this morning. As usual, if everybody listened to you, this country will be a better place. Many people agree anyway.
Well, thank you. You are very kind to me. You are not kind to others, but you are very kind to me.
Yeah, I'm truthful to all. That is the expectation, that I'll be truthful to all. Yes, and that was food for thought, brought to you by Roboman Production. Now the Joy Business Minute is also brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts. Now let me tell you more about the Anointed Engineering Services Limited, because they are into the sales of ultra silent, fuel efficient diesel generating sets, size ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at competitive prices. For every generator you acquire, you enjoy 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services include, but they are not limited to, 24-hour emergency services, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, and also sales of tire lights and rental. Locate their latest branches in Bibiani Petroji. This is opposite Bethel School Junction on the main Bibiani Kumasi Highway. In Techiman is at the ex-oil filling station on the main Techiman Kumasi Highway. Locate their head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 18 branches nationwide. They are into skill training. If you've not known that for a while, they have a training school that trains students on generators and also plant auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and also solar installations too. They offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact their hotlines on 0243 480 334 or 0243 690 295. Anointed is the generator experts. That's what you should know. And on Superman issues this morning, we are focusing on that report by the Mo Ibrahim Index. That is suggesting that the impartiality in the People's Republic of Ghana, especially of the people we call judges and our courts, have really dwindled. The point here being that the Ghanaian people feel that their judges, their workers in the judiciary, are not delivering justice according to standards. Of course, but before that, the Joy Business Minute is brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and electrical generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners. Persons in Ghana that rely on the global remittance jar in Tap Send to receive money from friends and relatives abroad will not have to look for alternatives. Now, this is because the Bank of Ghana has directed all financial institutions in the country to halt remittance termination partnership with the company for the next 1 month. Now, the country's oil production is expected to witness some significant increase in the coming days. This because Springfield has started test drill works on its Afina oil well, which should be completed by the end of this month. And that's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Ghana fue, tell you so, the more money promo now,
Everybody likes money, but what do we like more than money? More money! Join the Telecel More Money promo and win money, more money, and even more money. Simply opt in for free and reload your mobile and broadband and be the lucky winner of the 1 million Ghana cedis grand prize. Also win cash prizes of up to 3 million Ghana cedis in the daily and weekly draws. Opt in for free by dialing *500# or send WIN to 500. Or you can opt in on the Telecel Play app. The more you reload, the higher chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Keep loading, win, and be a millionaire.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Hi, Aku. I just got the estimate for the home repairs. It's more than we expected. I'm really stressed about where to find the money.
Why worry, Musa? You are a salaried worker. Haven't you heard about the GCB personal loan promo? They can give you up to 700,000 Ghana cedis in less than 24 hours at a significantly reduced interest rate and fees.
Really? This sounds exciting, but is it easy to apply?
Super easy. Skip the stress. Get the cash with the GCB personal loan promo with a 1-month repayment holiday. Just visit a GCB bank branch near you or call 0302 634 922. Toll free 0800 422 422. No hassle, no stress.
Wow! I just got a notification. The loan is already in my account. That was fast.
Skip the stress and get the cash you need with GCB personal loan. Visit a branch near you today. Terms and conditions apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Yakoni. What do you mean, sir? Free on a Oba. Metropolitan Life Insurance at Daramo. Now, me too, I am insured. Say accident, yeah, real bombing, and also Wobama Kwemumpoa. My family and I will be covered. And do you know I pay only 5 cedis 80 pesos a month? So allow me to sing. Now, Metiasia.
With Metiasia from Metropolitan Life Insurance Ghana Limited, you can have peace of mind knowing that you and your family are covered. Dial *170# now. Metropolitan Life Insurance Ghana Limited. Together we can.
Welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. And today on Big Stories, the conversation is very straightforward. The Mo Ibrahim Index has been one of the most credible indices for determining progress in many areas of Ghanaian and African life. Every year, the Mo Ibrahim Index identifies one African leader who merits the big Mo Ibrahim Prize in good governance. For about 4 years now, nobody has won it. Nobody has been deemed to be exhibiting good governance to the point where they would win the Mo Ibrahim Prize. Now, what this means is that here in Ghana, any leader who is claiming to be an example of good governance cannot have the support of the Mo Ibrahim Prize to support that claim. Now, can you identify a leader in Ghana who deserves the Mo Ibrahim Prize for good governance? Can you identify one? I'd love to know their name. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you mention the person you have in mind. And let's see if others will agree with you. Today's conversation is picking one of the particular factors on the Mo Ibrahim Index, and that is impartiality of the judiciary. From 2017 till date, according to the index, Ghana has lost 30% when it comes to its measure against judicial impartiality. 30%. How do we explain it? Today, we'll talk about it on the Super Morning Show. Stay tuned for that.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, Big Stories are brought to you by Telecel, connecting energies, Latex Foam, your partner for life, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
You are lying in bed after a long day, seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you are met with a mattress that sags beneath you. I mean, this is a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. They never get you to your location and destination. Your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. That's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Now, step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. You picture yourself waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being all those seasons coming from Kojo say, but you choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, they do yourself. Latest Foam is your partner for life. And if you don't buy better mattress, you'll be sneezing, you don't sleep well. If your head will not relax well. So you sneeze anyhow, like my friend is doing. Now, visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call +233 0302 231155 or 032200 8499 or visit us online at latestfromghana.com. A good mattress solves a lot of your problems, right? The list of which is needless sneezing. Quick. No,
my friend.
Like, come on.
Let us think. Let us breathe.
I mean, 21st century. No, you can't be doing that.
Now get ready for more money and even more winners in the Telecel More Money promotion. It just got more exciting as they extend it for 2 extra months, giving you even more chances to win big. Now they are rewarding 4 lucky winners with 30,000 Ghana cedis every week, and the 1 million Ghana cedi grand prize is still up for grabs. So keep purchasing data or airtime or reloading data on your fixed broadband to get closer to becoming a millionaire. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning. Don't miss out. Dial *500#, send the word WIN to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in for free. Terms and conditions apply. The promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas lottery platform Telecel, connecting energies. Now, listen, we want you to tell us who you think would be deserving of the Mo Ibrahim Honorary Laureate for Good Governance. It's called the Ibrahim Prize Laureate. It goes to a leader who has been identified as representing good governance. In 2007, Nelson Mandela won it for the first time. In 2007, there was also Joaquim Chissano, a laureate. In 2008, Festus Mugai won. Pedro Perez won in 2011. And we had Pohamba, Hifikepunye Pohamba winning in 2014. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf won in 2017. And the last winner was Muhammadu Isufu in 2020. Nobody has won it since then.
Yes, and first and foremost, let me dismiss the nonsense that the money is finished.
How?
Yes. That was some useless claim that other people brought on board. It's because we have... Yes, we should not be putting those things. We have substandard leaders on the continent. Let's see. Anyway, Uncle Ebuwai said that I was tough on people. So let me say it nicely. On this continent, we have very useless leaders. Yes. No. Let's not pretend. You see, we have resources. We have a lot that should be going well for us. In the 60s, Nkrumah said Africa is not poor. It's Africans that are poor. And why? Because of poor leadership.
Yeah.
So if you have not done enough to warrant it, we should not give you. Why? This is not one of those things you buy. When you buy awards or statues or whatever for yourself, then they are happy, then you go and unveil it yourself. That's fine. You can do it on your own. But if there is an external body determining whether or not you are qualified to lead,
you will not win.
You will not win because you know deep within your heart. Because if it's the alternative one, the one you can go and buy, pay money for it, then you pay organizers, you pay whatever, whoever is in. I mean, there are so many of them. I can list them. I mean, you people will be worried about me listing them, but
list.
I can mention their.
We are not worried.
I've seen the signal from Samuel Dami that I should restrain myself from listing. But let's be fair to ourselves. We cannot, in this entry, expect that when you do substandard leadership and your people are not beneficiaries of your leadership, you were in there for yourself. One of the oldest MPs in the UK told David Cameron that you have looked after your pocket instead of looking after the people in the United Kingdom. Our people have looked after their pockets. They have become wealthier. Their families have become wealthier. They give useless excuses for it, and they are not. And they are not. People who are not religious have actually run countries better. So some of our people who purport to be religious people.
That is a very important point.
No, it hurts me.
Very important
point. It defeats every purpose of your very being. And yet we are happy when, they don't deserve it. They are substandard. They are incompetent. They are plunged more into what? In fact, that's why people don't believe in their democracy again. Let's not get it wrong. Because they see their colleagues elsewhere. 20 or 30 years ago, Kojo, there was no internet. I wrote an article about democratization of influence when all of these social media networks came. A Ghanaian child may not have gone to the UK before, but they know the standards in the UK and how people live there. They ask themselves, were they born wrong? That's why a 13-year-old in the Republic of Ghana we are all sitting here pretending that we don't know that this child is going to die if we don't intervene. I hope you get my point. If that child was in the United Kingdom, we would not be having this conversation. Let's not pretend to ourselves. And that is, to me, purely about leadership. So if you deliver this kind of leadership where your people die anyhow of preventable conditions, you have no right to win any award for it. You and your cronies can buy yourself awards. They can do all of those nonsense and praise you and put statues there for you. But sensibly, you do not deserve it.
Listen, and I'll tell you what, another area in which leadership is failing, and we have to be clear about it, is religion. Okay? And the state of Ghana today, as measured by credible indices like the Mo Ibrahim Index, is proof that prayer can never be the solution for the failure of our nation. Prayer can never be the solution. I mean, how much prayer have you seen happening in this country? Just how much prayer? The president, every event, when they want to please him, they play as Papa Anamati, oh yeah, he'll get up and dance to it. Yeah. Yet, look at the state of our nation. Every court will have you swear on the Bible, the Quran. Yet, look at the state of our judiciary. Prayer is not the answer. If it was, by now Ghana would be more developed than the United States. Prayer is not the answer. We are praying our heads off. We are going to Wednesday night, Friday night, Saturday night, all night prayers. Yet look at the state of our country. Look at the leaders who are praying, the ones who are buying anointing oil, who are sitting in the front rows of church. They are the ones who are delivering this abysmal performance across the country, across the sectors. Pick any sector, we are failing. Yet our prayers are loud. Pick any sector. So you see, while our leaders are disappointing, I think our churches are also even more disappointing because they are producing no results. And you've got church leaders shifting political allegiance. That's all they are interested in. Today, one president comes and they are the nation's prophet. The next day, they realize that it might be better for them to serve another one, and they move to that one. Religion is failing. And our leaders who claim to be religious are following suit and failing. Akimbo. It's embarrassing, it's disappointing, and honestly, at some point, someone needs to call it out. Someone needs to call it out and state for a fact that the solution to this nation is not in prayer. It's not. If leaders don't stand up and be leaders, we will go nowhere. And no amount of quoting of Bible, of wearing white, none of it is going to take us anywhere. No amount of the battle is the Lord's, no amount of uye ampa will get us anywhere if leaders don't get up and be leaders. Listen, tell us what you think about it. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you're posting on X. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, and Cowbell Coffee, with you every moment.
Now let's talk about something that we all want. It's success. We all want it and everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tough, and I bet you it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will aid kickstart your day. Whether you are working or just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So no matter where you are at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to you and stay motivated and keep going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
Every single moment. Now, every day, people face different emergencies. Police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name it. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you certainly want to remember. *770#. Yeah, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank money emergency number. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bills, payments, airtime, and data purchases, and so much more. You don't need internet for this. Just dial star 770 hash. No need to panic in any money emergency situation. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Now, the Super Morning Show continues. We've got lots to talk about. Our conversations start in just a moment. We're getting you the very best voices to analyze the events of today, as the Mo Ibrahim Index indicates that since 2017 to 2023, Ghana's judicial impartiality has dropped by 30%. 30%. Let's talk about it. We will take a break now, just enough time for you to get some
coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, download it. You go enjoy it. In my Brahmin chain. In my Brahmin chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
They're locked.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere for everyone.
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive. CBG
want to remain productive and competitive in your business, then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tire lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators, and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
The doctors told me I have to be on the machine, and I have to be on that machine either twice or thrice a week. And my mom and dad do not have money either. We have become miserable. I am appealing to the government to help me live through this. Otherwise, I may die.
So will I be on dialysis for the rest of my life? Or will I get someone to help me out of this? Or that will be the end of my life. When I hear that someone on dialysis and that, I ask myself, so will I also die?
From December 1st this year, from December 1st, all kidney dialysis patients, Umubeji and the National Health Insurance, free for kidney dialysis.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and we're able to very quickly learn the latest about an announcement from the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, that from the 1st of December, the NHIA is going to cover fully the cost of dialysis for kidney patients. We're joined by Dr. Dacosta Abuaji, CEO of the National Health Insurance Authority, to bring us up to date on this. Dr. Abuaji, what a pleasure. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kojo, and good morning, Raymond.
Good morning.
Thank you for your time. So maybe we'll start with the brass tacks. We were made to understand that this was too heavy a cost for the NHIA to bear fully. What's changed?
Okay, thank you so much. Let me extend greetings to all Ghanaians. If you remember, around June or in June, the NHIS actually started a pilot where 18 years and below, that's children below the ages of 18 and below, and also adults aged 60 years and above were obviously being given dialysis for free, 8 cycles for free. Then the middle age, which is 19 to 15, were being offered 2 sessions. Now, the data suggests that actually the cost can actually be accommodated by the NHIA. If you look at it carefully, the NHIS has actually grown 6-fold from 2016 till now. And looking at, going forward, it is our believe that we will be able to take on the cost of dialysis patients. But you see, we do have a comprehensive government plan for dealing with chronic diseases, including the renal disease. And The fact of the matter is that more dialysis machines are being purchased for the specialized centers in such a way that they will be able to run this for our clients at a cheaper cost. Then there is what we call the tissue organ donation and storage and transplants law, which obviously will guide dialysis, not dialysis, which will guide kidney and other organ transplantations in the country. The policy is actually ready, and the stakeholder engagements are ongoing so that it will be submitted to Cabinet and Parliament for approval. But let's look at the genesis of all these renal diseases. Most of these emanate from hypertension, diabetes, and as a government, we do have a comprehensive health promotion and prevention plan in such a way that Ghanaians are being offered the opportunity to have an annual health check of their blood pressure and also their sugar and their BMI, and all these are targeting hypertension, diabetes. So if you look at it in totality, government do have a comprehensive plan to dealing with these chronic and renal disease. So I think what the Vice President said is right, and we have taken all considerations on board, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay, now I want us to just take a moment to touch on a related matter. Joy News has a report coming out tomorrow of a 13-year-old girl who is on the verge of losing her life because what she needs is a kidney transplant. She has a donor, and of course we have the expertise at the University of Ghana Medical Center to perform the surgery. What this girl doesn't have is the $25,000 it will cost to save her life. In any other part of the world, we wouldn't be having this discussion, but this is Ghana, so we have to talk about it. How do we fund this? The NHIA ought to be in a position to do so. Can you help?
Let me just be blunt here and say that if you are saying that in some countries transplant is free, I don't think that is what it is in most countries. In fact, the UGMC actually do have people coming from other places coming to do. Majority of Ghanaians actually travel to India to do the kidney transplant. Now, like I've said, I've professed a comprehensive solution, which is prevention is better than cure approach. That, in going forward, will reduce this incidence of renal kidney diseases. And I've told you that under the government's comprehensive policy, there is what we call the tissue organ donation and storage transplantation law. That needs to be passed. That needs to be cabinet need to approve for it to obviously guide the operations of this kidney and organ transplantation in the system. So I believe that we should look at it holistically than just to say that, okay, the NHIS should fund this, the NHIS should fund this. We should look at it in totality, and the solution we are professing here is the best solution for the country, and this is what's going to help Ghanaians.
Right. I mean, Dr. Abuaji, with respect, what we are aiming for is universal healthcare. So I don't think
of course, yes.
we should be counting the number of countries that don't have it. Let's think about what is possible for this 13-year-old girl who is right in front of us. This case that we have right in front of us now, a girl who will die if she doesn't get help.
Well, the NHIS has not conducted any actuarials on kidney transplantation to be able to absorb kidney transplants. So as I sit here, I'll not be able to give you an answer to whether we can do kidney transplantation. The fact of the matter is, you see, like I've said, let's look at it in totality, because isolating it could cause problems. And I cannot commit government to something that has not actually been costed. Now there's even no law. The policy to guide it is now being discussed, and the policy is ready, and it's going through stakeholder consultation. So to jump to the conclusion of it will be very dangerous for me to pronounce. Maybe on a personal level, maybe I have to do some contribution, no problem. But I cannot commit government to something that has not been costed for the whole country.
Well, that's all well and good, Dr. Abuaje, but we still have to intervene where we can. Now, I want to know what the NHIA is able to do. I know you have contingency budgets for all kinds of things. I know that some of your money is even sent to fund peripheral healthcare service, like the ambulance service and so forth. So I want to know what is possible in this unique situation. I'm not asking you to suddenly create a new policy while you're on the phone with us. What I'm asking is to know what is available, what is possible in terms of contingency to help with a unique situation that has come to our attention that we cannot ignore. I know that as a doctor, you feel compassion for this young girl. So, Doc, I want to know what is possible out of all the taxes that we have paid to keep this service running. What is possible?
Thank you so much. You see, there's one thing I'll have to let you know from the NHI. You see, you cannot actually spend monies that have not been given to you. You cannot. What you cannot do is to spend monies that have not been approved for you. So under the NHIS, there's what we call the core and the non-core. The non-core is the 10%. That is what comes from the ministry. Our core duty is the claims. Now, from what you are asking, it will even need the board approval and everything. So we may have to take it off air, then discuss it in details, what it is, and I can present it to the board. If the board thinks that we have to fund this, no problem. But because this is we are almost at the end of the year. So the opportunity here is also that we'll be going to Parliament very soon. So maybe if it's something that we have to consider, yes, we can present it to the board and see if the board can obviously support such patients. So that we can obviously ask Parliament to do something. But at the end stage of, the key point is that we want to deal with, we have a comprehensive plan for chronic renal disease. And this comprehensive plan includes free dialysis for our clients.
Dr. Abuaje, we hear you loud and clear on that. We think it's a welcome policy. But before we let you go, I'm going to ask you, because you have suggested a way forward, which is to bring it up with the board and see what is possible. I will ask for a personal commitment to do this for this particular young girl, to please bring it up with the board and find out what can be done before we go and ask anyone to shell out $25,000 more to save one more Ghanaian life. Let us see what we can do collectively from the money we have already collected. Please, I am asking for a personal commitment from you as the boss of the NHIA to bring this up with the board and find out what can be done for her. Can you give us that?
Okay, Kojo, thank you. So, like I said, I would definitely submit it to the board at our next board meeting, and we will look at what comes up. Like I said, there's a window of opportunity because we'll be going to Parliament very soon for our budget to be approved. So definitely, we are currently doing our budget, and I believe that once the board gives go ahead, then we will know what we can do.
Thank you. You're a good man. I appreciate that. Now let's conclude on the proposed plans. You've costed this. Is this something that we can do with comfort going forward? Bearing in mind that your funds are capped by law, and so you don't get all the money that we pay in taxes or in levies coming to you. Are you able to sustain the continued treatment of dialysis patients indefinitely?
Kojo, thank you so much. I think, so if you look at the plan for the vice president, and I'm going to lay something bare to you. You see, he's really optimistic that he will be able to commit more funds to the NHIA. And what from his plan and what is in the manifesto of the MPP, you can see that there is a flat tax. And the levies, instead of going to the consolidated account, will be amended. And this is a proposal that I've been championing for a very long time. So the levies will directly come to us. So basically, the capping is gone. See, so
really?
With this, yes, with this, we'll get more money and even add on more. But let me also say that, you see, like I said, I gave you about 4 points agenda for the government comprehensive plan. 1, you have to support the system with more dialysis machines. He's saying that this Agenda 111, the Agenda 111 will have some centers that will have these machines so that patients will not have to always travel to Kolebu or Konfanoche, but the centers will be closer to them.
Right. If this is based on, if this requires,
wait.
Go ahead, please.
As we last month, the nephrology department at the new one, government actually gave Kolebu more dialysis machines there. As we speak, World Bank through the NHIS is giving more dialysis machines to some facilities that have actually applied to us that they needed help. It is currently with PPA, the procurement. And again, you know, when we went to Parliament, we were giving some funds to obviously take care of dialysis. Look, the estimated numbers are way below expectation. In fact, we were even thinking that we'll be overwhelmed. But the strategy was to give the facilities a global budget so that they feed back to us under the pilot. As we speak, the facilities are still holding on to the funds. The actual numbers do not reflect the initial numbers that were given to us. So this gives us every confidence that we will be able to support the dialysis patients without any cost of alarm for the NHIA.
Right. You mentioned that some of the delivery of this policy will depend on some centers being set up through Agenda 111.
Okay, so what I said was that at the moment, dialysis is specialized. This is not all facilities that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all fast. So patients have to travel to the centers that can do it, which is Kolebu, Konfanoche, 37, whole teaching hospital, and all those things. It's bringing discomfort to people. So whilst we look at this to support Ghanaians, there's a next level to it. The next level is that let's bring some of these centers closer to the people. And this is what I'm saying, that the vice president is really encouraged that the Agenda 111 will have some, which is every district, some of those districts will have these renal units equipped with dialysis machines to serve populations in such localities. So I think it is forward thinking, and these are bold solutions for the future.
Okay, so this is not something that is to be implemented from the 1st of December. This is for the future.
No. We are implementing. So, the pilot has actually ended. So we are now bringing it permanently on the NHIS. So it's starting on the 1st of December. But we are looking at expanding it in such a way that people will not be crowded at Konfanoche or Kolebu or the other places.
But from the 1st of December, people will be crowded at Konfanoche and Kolebu and those places because we obviously won't have Agenda 111 in place.
But the pilot has been successful, and I've given you the numbers. Now, as we speak, the NHIS do have the numbers. Those on dialysis, we know them.
Yes.
It's something that we have obviously thought through carefully because we do know those on dialysis now as we speak. And I've told you that even the initial numbers that we were even expecting, it's even way low. The money is still there. They were given only 3 million. We've not even able to spend even half of the 3 million.
Okay.
So it definitely means that we can obviously support these patients. But do you get the scenario that I'm putting across?
I understand what you're saying. What I'm clarifying is what will happen from the 1st of December. From the 1st of December,
what will happen?
Agenda 111 will not be in place. So the implementation of this will be.
But you are confusing the things. Okay, let's take it stepwise. You are confusing the things.
I don't think I am.
Government started a pilot. No, wait. Government started a pilot. The pilot was for 18 years and below, 60 years and above, and in between. We have looked at the numbers and we are saying that for those people or Ghanaians who were benefiting from the pilot will now get it for free. We are now obviously expanding it, but you have to also think of the future, because people have to travel from, let's say, Agogo Hospital, Agogo to Komfanoche, from very far places to Kolebu. It is the vision of government to reduce the cost of the travel cost to an associated cost for patients. So we are saying that going forward, the Agenda 111 hospitals will also have dialysis machines to serve the various localities. So it's in two folds. First, we are adding it on 1st of December because we know the patients already benefiting from this dialysis program that we're doing. But we are also expanding to bring more comfort to these patients.
Which means that from the 1st of December, the service will be available through the existing centers. But in the future, when Agenda 111, but in the future, if Agenda 111 is implemented, then there will be more centers.
There will be more centers.
Then I'm not confused, Dr. Abuaji. That's what I said. Now let's get some numbers down. How many dialysis patients does the NHIA expect to start serving from the 1st of December?
Okay, so thank you so much. So the numbers that were given to us by the association initially were around 600. But actually, the actual numbers that we are serving currently is about 400.
About 400 across the country.
Yes, that's the numbers that we are serving now under the pilots.
Okay.
Yes.
Under the pilot. But from the 1st of December, how many do you expect to serve?
You see, the fact of the matter is that they have an association. They have given us their numbers. I cannot challenge their numbers, and it has even been, we have even established that the numbers they even gave us were way below what was the actual.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what is the actual?
It is open to all Ghanaians, Kojo.
So what
we are saying that we'll be able to fund all Ghanaians who need dialysis.
Yeah. So what number did you plan with? Obviously, you've planned for this. So what number have you planned with?
Kojo, the point is, do you know that even under the pilot, we gave room to add more? And anybody, patients who were not even initially captured, because when we beginning of it, we even had the numbers, we had their names attached to it, but we keep on adding. Bear in mind, this is a specialized disease, and the end stage is not, the numbers are not as obviously, it's not like every Ghanaian is on dialysis. You get what I mean? So let's take it stepwise. We as NHIA, the numbers we were working with initially were 600, okay? And currently the actual reflects about 400. And we've been able to provide this service for all the patients without any cost of alarm. The good thing is that from 1st of December, we will continue to provide this service for them for free.
Dr.
So
Abuaji,
permanently we are adding on.
Okay, Dr. Abuaji, the Vice President has announced, an intervention to start from the 1st of December.
Of course, it's not different from what I'm telling you.
This intervention will cost money. In order for our listeners to feel confident that this is something that has been planned and thought through and will be implemented, I think you need to be able to communicate to them what numbers you planned with. So that's what I'm asking you. That from the 1st of December,
I have the actual numbers of people on dialysis. Okay.
Yes.
You do not have it. I have the actual numbers of people on dialysis.
And I'm asking you for that number.
And I've told you that currently the numbers stands at about 400 of Ghanaians who are on dialysis on the NHI
across the country. 400 of them.
Yes. That's what I have now.
That's what you have.
And I'm saying that even if it should go up, it will not cause any problems for us, because as we go along, more people will obviously also be willing to enjoy the service, and we'll ask hospitals or facilities to cover these patients.
Understood. So the number you have is 400 currently.
Yes.
Okay. And how many sessions per week are you going to be able to?
The 8 sessions, the same 8 sessions that we are providing.
8 sessions per month.
Yes.
8 sessions per month. Okay.
Yes.
So how and that's about an estimated cost of about 600 cedis per session. Is that still correct, or has that changed?
I think we only worked with approved prices from Parliament.
Right.
And I think, if my memory serves me right, it was around 400 and something from what was approved by Parliament.
Just over 400
so
cedis.
let's also get that right. That you see, the thing is, yes, people may have their own cost and other things, but we can only work with the approved figures from Parliament.
Right. Okay. So that would be something like about 4,800 cedis per person per month.
Yes.
Okay, for 400 people by your estimation, and it could be more, as you've anticipated. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And like I'm saying, if you look at the pilot figures, that was it. But even if it's double that, it's still fine. Could you see? Let's look at something. Let me assure Ghanaians that the NHIS is at its best over our 20-year history. In terms of funding, in terms of everything. In 2016, our budget was 1.2. Today, our budget is 6.8 billion. You see, which is again within capping. Okay, so for example, if it's within capping, and if you uncap, definitely you add about 20% more of these funds to it.
Right.
So there shouldn't be any cause of alarm. And even if the numbers, let's give an estimated number of about, if we budget for about 1,000 of the patients, from what I've told you, it is easy to cover.
Right. Okay, just before you leave, I've got one message coming through from a listener, Angela, who says, "Good morning, Kojo and Raymond. Kindly ask your guest if he's suggesting that there aren't solutions currently in place to assist the 13-year-old girl." I know we've talked about this, but just to answer our listener.
I haven't said that there is no solution to support this young girl. I haven't said so. I'm professing a solution that, as a spending officer for the National Health Insurance Authority, I have to get approval from my board, and I have to do consultation.
Committed to doing that. We appreciate that. Now you keep talking about the association when you are estimating the numbers. Have you accounted for those who are not part of the association?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying, that you see, we know that because we're going to provide it for free, the numbers will surge. So even if you do twice that, we will be able to still cover. So for example, they gave us an estimation of 600. Okay, that's what the association gave us, 600. Twice that is about 1,200. If you look at it carefully and you cost it by the 400, as I have said, we will still be able to cover for people. So we've made that room also for the other people. But the fact of the matter is that, you see, bear in mind, like I keep saying, these are specialized things that are being done in specialized hospitals. Okay. It needs to be assessed to make sure that, okay, yes, really, you do need the dialysis. You do need it. So it's not like, okay, patients will also rush there to say we need dialysis. It is on the doctor's recommendation. And I've told you that since the pilot, we have been accommodating new cases. So it shouldn't be a problem at all. And I must be clear that we are clear in our minds. We are clear by the data that we will be able to support dialysis patients.
All right. Now, a couple more messages here. This one says, please tell Dr. Abuaje, the president of Ophthalmological Society of Ghana, says the policy for the legislation for organ and tissue transplant is not available. Ministry of Health must work on pushing this agenda so that people on dialysis who are literally buying time for kidney transplant later.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, just pointing out that policy.
He's right. That's what I said. The policy is ready, but we're doing the stakeholder consultations to make sure that we submit it to cabinet. Then later, we believe that it will go to Parliament for approval.
All right. I want to thank you very much for your time with us this morning. Dr. Abuaje Da Costa is the CEO of the National Health Insurance Authority, and he has made a personal commitment to us that he's going to bring up with the board options for finding funding for this 13-year-old girl whose story has come to our attention, who needs a transplant in order to survive. We will certainly follow up with you on that, Dr. Da Costa Abuaje. We appreciate your time with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, this is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We're back after these.
So will I be on dialysis for the rest of my life? Or will I get someone to help me out of this? Or that will be the end of my life when I hear that someone on dialysis has died? I ask myself, so will I also die?
Monday, welcome to Vital Signs by Sonotech Medical Center. My name is Dr. Grace Bachman. Today we are highlighting the early signs and symptoms of diabetes. Let's start with one common symptom, increased thirst. When blood sugar levels rise, your body pulls fluid from tissues, making you feel unusually thirsty. Alongside this, there's often frequent urination as your body tries to get rid of excess sugar, leading to more trips to the bathroom than usual, especially at night. Another key sign is unexplained weight loss. When your body can't use sugar for energy, it starts burning muscle and fat instead, causing weight to drop without any changes to your diet or exercise. Fatigue is also common, as the lack of proper energy from sugar can leave you feeling constantly tired. Other symptoms include blurred vision and slow healing of cuts and bruises. These signs may seem minor, but they are important clues that shouldn't be ignored. Reach out to Sonotech on 0242 439 467.
Efia, I've been thinking, have you noticed the changes in our community?
Kojo, things are really different now. The MPP has really made a difference.
Exactly. Free SHS, healthcare, new factories. It's like a whole new Ghana.
And don't forget, electricity is so much reliable now. I remember when we used to go days without light.
True. The NPP has done a lot to improve the basics.
Ajua is a beneficiary of free SHS, and now she is in university.
And that's the kind of leadership we need. Someone who is focused on making things better for everyone. But Efia, still there are a lot more to be done for the development of Ghana.
Absolutely, Kojo. The NPP has shown that real progress is possible.
On December 7th, let's vote to keep this positive impact going. Vote number 1 on the ballot. Vote NPP for a better and prosperous Ghana.
Ah, my little ones, gather around. Once upon a time in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello bro, good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is? Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Ask there, anybody will show you.
And when the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Ah, the sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibes. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that make our Ghana truly special. And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Special moments are worth celebrating with lily rice. Lily rice, yenimno fritite. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine having access to top-notch educational resources, no matter your grade of school or location in Ghana. With the Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank, you can tap into a vast library of resources, even in offline mode. From primary all the way to tertiary education, we've got you covered. As a student, you have access to past questions from 1990 to date for BEC, WASI, and tertiary test examinations. As a teacher or lecturer, you can hold virtual classes for your students and share your lecture notes for their use. As an educator or researcher, you can publish your books or articles for public consumption. And lastly, you have your own studies teacher or AI tutor who is trained to teach you in any subject topic till you fully understand. So whether you're a student, educator, content creator, researcher, or entrepreneur, the Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank was made just for you. Sign up today at www.gksb.gov.gh. The Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank, where learning has no limits and the possibilities are endless. This project was financed by the World Bank under the erstwhile e-Transform project at the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization.
As a business owner, staying connected with your customers is crucial, but it's not always easy. What if there was a way to reach thousands of potential customers instantly? Introducing bulk WhatsApp messaging by WhatsApp Wholesale, the game-changing communication tool for businesses in Ghana. WhatsApp Wholesale empowers you to send personalized messages to thousands of people at the click of a button. From promotions to customer engagement, WhatsApp Wholesale helps you maintain meaningful connections and drive more sales. Log on to eloquentdigital.ai and start your free trial today. Call or WhatsApp +233 539 204445.
WhatsApp Wholesale is a bulk WhatsApp messaging platform which allows you to send information to thousands at just a click. Start your free trial today.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. A super morning.
It's 1 minute past 9 on the Super Morning Show. Enjoy. Raymond is having the time of his life, looking excited, quite happy that there is a possible way forward to help the young 13-year-old whose life has been put in danger.
It will be unconscionable if we don't intervene.
Indeed. So I'm glad that we've got at least a promise of a potential way forward through the NHIA.
I trust that the NHIA's board will do the needful. They'll put the lives of Ghanaians at the core of their engagement.
This is the kind of use of discretion we want to hear about. This is what discretion is for. When you are made aware of a situation that your decision can make a difference to, then it's unconscionable for you not to do so.
This is fair, candid, and reasonable in tandem with Article 296.
Completely unbiased.
Certainly
not arbitrary or capricious. So they should certainly put their shoulders to the wheel and save this life. At least if we can do one good thing this year, let it be this. Okay, now we have a big conversation up ahead about how the Mo Ibrahim Index is pointing towards a very worrying trend in terms of the impartiality of our judiciary. They are measuring that from 2017 to date, it has reduced by 30%. 30%! I mean, honestly, it's unconscionable. But also, what does it mean? What does it mean for the administration of justice in this country? We'll talk to somebody who knows a little bit about the administration of justice, the boss of Shraj, Mr. Joseph Whittle joins us in just a moment. Stay tuned for that. But before you hear from him, let me remind you that this year's edition of the Kruntini Akwemu Democracy and Good Governance Public Lecture for the Ghana Center for Democratic Development, CDD Ghana, promises to be exciting. Get ready for captivating reflections on very important issues, particularly the intersection of democracy, governance, religious beliefs, and development. This year's public lecture will feature Emeritus Professor Geoffrey Haynes, Professor of Politics at the London Metropolitan University in the UK, as the speaker. And the chairperson will be Very Reverend Professor J.K. Asamoah-Gyedu, presiding Bishop of the Methodist Church of Ghana. Converging on the theme, religion and liberal democracy in the Fourth Republic. Don't be left out. Join the lecture on Tuesday, November 12, 2024 at the British Council Auditorium here in Accra from 5:30 p.m. prompt. Come and let's explore how and why religion is consistently politically significant in Ghana, and of course the democratic consequences of this development. I've had my views shared this morning on the show. Certainly take an opportunity of Kruntini Akwemu to share your views as well. Personally, I believe that prayer is not the solution to our development.
Good day, listeners. The Pledge Against Corruption PAC campaign, a Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, and a Ghana Integrity Initiative, Africa Center for Energy Policy Initiative, with funding support from Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, is hosting a public forum on anti-corruption and governance commitments of political parties ahead of the 2024 election. The forum will bring together key representatives from the political parties, academia, government, civil society and development partners. The aim is to ensure anti-corruption reforms and transparency at the forefront of the political agenda as we head towards the election. Join us on Thursday, November 14, 2024 at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel in Accra, starting at 9:30 a.m. Come witness this important conversation about shaping a corruption-free Ghana for all. Don't miss out on this crucial step towards promoting transparency and accountability in Ghana.
All right, listen, let's get into this conversation. All right, now here's what we know. The Mo Ibrahim Index comes out every year, and it has come out for the year 2023. Sadly, it measures that Ghana's Judicial Impartiality Index has dropped by 30% between 2017 and 2023. Now, they've been measuring this every year, okay? The report indicates that, the report's indicator measures judicial impartiality based on factors such as the independence of the courts, the autonomy of judges, and judicial appointments. Now, in 2014, Ghana's confidence in the judiciary's impartiality was rated at about 95.3 points. The study, however, finds that this has dropped to 68.3 points by 2023. This is a 27-point decline over the period of a decade. Now, they've been examining the trend under the Akufo-Addo administration, which inherited a score of 94.1 points in 2017, briefly rose actually in the following year to 97 points, but then started to decline sharply. 75 points in 2018 and continued in a downward trajectory to 68.3 points in 2023. Let's talk about it. We have on the phone the Commissioner for the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Joseph Whittle. He's joined by Dr. John Osai Kwapong, who is the Democracy and Development Fellow at CDD Ghana. Gentlemen, good morning to you both.
Good morning, Kojo.
All right. Now, I want to start by understanding what this means, the implications of a steady decline in Ghana's view of its judiciary's impartiality from 2017 to date. Mr. Whittle, help us summarize that. What are the implications of this decline?
Right, thank you, Kojo. Now, if you look at it carefully, this has taken place within the period of one government. That is the Nana Akufo-Addo government. The implications for us is that, one, if the independence of the courts within one administrative rule, that is from 2017 to 2024, can actually come down so steeply, then we have a problem. Again, you do know that in the system we have been talking about, perceptions of judicial independence not being the best. But now we have a measurement that clearly shows that it's not just about politicians and political actors trying to run down a government, but that there is a major problem with our judiciary. Now the implication is that if we cannot run to the judiciary, if there is any problem within our governance, that is the bulwark of democracy. If there the independence which is given to it to ensure impartiality cannot even be guaranteed, then where else do we go? That is for judicial independence, because impartiality underscores the basis for giving the judiciary the independence that they require to perform their job. Then you talk about autonomy of judges. If you look at the Constitution very carefully, it is not just judicial independence that is granted the judiciary, but it's actually the autonomy of judges to arrive at decisions regardless of anyone, even within the hierarchy of the judges. If that autonomy cannot be guaranteed any longer, the implications are dire. What does it mean? Does it mean that judges from the top level are able to influence judgments below? Does it mean that external factors like the executive can influence the outcomes of, cases in court by particular judges? What does it mean? And the worst part of it is that if the sub-indicator on judicial appointments is anything to go by, it means that if the judges do make appointments of judges, if the president makes the appointment of the judges, and there is this nexus between lack of autonomy and lack of independence, then what do we think? Is it that the executive have an influence over the outcomes of cases in court and over judges who are appointed by the executive? What does it mean? It's very troubling and it's worrying.
Right.
And so when I read the report, I was really not happy because anecdotally we know these things were being bandied around. But a 30% steep decline, and then the report goes on to say it continues to deteriorate.
Yeah.
And the Ghana's judiciary is actually the worst in Africa. And on top of that, I don't even know what to say. How do we hold ourselves up as the best judiciary in Africa? Our judges have independence. All that, is it a sham? So that is my concern.
What do you think has accounted for this? What are some of the events that have occurred during this tenure of this particular government that could have been feeding this decline?
Well, I wouldn't say it is particular events, but it depends on maybe the forbearing nature of this executive trying to influence the judiciary. And one critical thing is that this president has had the longest opportunity to really appoint judges onto the highest courts, and the Judicial Council, which certainly has some political, membership, has also filled the lower courts to the brim. So, does it mean that the opportunity to make very critical appointments, at the last time I checked, the Superior Courts have been, the appointments by the president, the current president, are more than any other president ever. Does that mean that that is the basis for which this deterioration is taking place? Is he exerting some external pressures which we don't know of? I think we need to sit up.
Right. You mentioned the forbearing nature of the executive trying to influence the judiciary. Can you explain that a bit more?
Well, not necessarily trying to influence directly, but when you look at the political cases that have come before, maybe the Superior Courts, particularly the Apex Court, and you see the unanimity of decision making, it beats my mind, because I'm, as a practitioner of about 34 years, I'm used to judgments or opinions that are given by a Superior Court, with judges at least making an attempt to show a difference, even if they are going to support the final judgment. They will still give some differences of how they perceive the issues. But for now, most of the critical political cases, you see unanimity. And no wonder, you remember the Chief Justice and then one Superior Court judge, Justice Atuguba, both retired, indicating that there's predictability. And this report too has come to highlight the predictability. There must be a basis for that. It means there is some influence somewhere. So I think the time has come for us to really set up, the judiciary must sit up. It's not about trying to poo-poo people and, there's nothing, we have the independence, we can do this. Look, there is a rot in the system. We need to root it out and do the right thing.
One can admit, Commissioner Retal, that no justice system is perfect the world over. Is it your opinion, and you are a lawyer for more than 3 decades, that the very things that are being talked about in this report reflect the reality in our justice system? For example, some people with limited understanding of how justice delivery works may come to some conclusions and perceptions different from you as practitioners, what you think. Do you, from your engagement with those who are still practicing and others, think that the reality is being reflected in this report? Or once again, it's misunderstanding, perception that's often being referenced as some of the causes for these public opinion?
You see, let me preface it with a point. You see, you remember Chachi Chikata indicated something, that there is more rot in the judiciary than our economy. And when he said it, I mean, this is a respected, practitioner. He taught me, and he taught most of the people on the Supreme Court bench. I know that. And for him to make such a comment, it means there is he was privy to something that I may not have been thinking of. But this report has come to show it. Of course, majority of Ghanaians are talking about unanimous FC and all that. So when a very respected and credible index like the Mo Ibrahim governance report comes out virtually, even though a perception study or research, is virtually, how do I put it, approving or justifying the popular suspicions which is all over the country about the judiciary. So then it means that perception is more like the reality now. And that is why I'm saying, no, we need to look at where we have come from. Our judicial independence has been eroded, even though on paper it is there. So what do we do about that? We need to take practical steps. And maybe, I'm sure in the course of the discussion, we can talk about that.
I need to ask this question about what you pointed out. True, President Akufo-Addo has more appointees at the Supreme Court, but it's not just mere coincidence. He happened to have been president at the time that a lot more people were retiring. They needed to be replaced.
Yes, of course. That is his prerogative. I fully agree with it, but it's a coincidence that also coincides with the deterioration. And so we must examine the situation, unfortunately, which has occurred under his regime, having been the one who has appointed the majority of judges to the Superior Courts.
Let's talk about fixing the problem. When Chief Justice Getty Chokunu came in, she embarked on a project to make justice accessible to people. Are you saying that it is too early to assess the impact of this project on the justice delivery system, or we need more than just what she has started to fix the current problem with our judiciary?
I'm one of those who welcome the improvements that the current Chief Justice is bringing to the system. Talk about digitalization and all that. But attitudes and behaviors take long to change. And that is what we are confronted with. Mo Ibrahim has been coming every year. But even though she has started these reforms about a year or two ago, we are not seeing the manifestation. In fact, we are seeing a deterioration. So that is what the report points out. And that's what I meant by let us not put our heads in the sun as ostriches, but meet it head on, because too many negative things are happening to our courts, and we need them to be pristine, to be able to be bulwarks of democracy that anyone can run to when there are problems with the other arms of government.
Where do we start from, Commissioner Vital? Do we start from the appointment of judges, or start from attempting to clean up the current system as it's operating?
Right. I'll give you an example or two. One, it starts with the Constitution. If you look at Kenya, when Kenya changed their Constitution or amended it drastically somewhere around 2010, our own Chief Justice then, Mrs. Georgina Wood, was made to be a panel member of the panel that sat on judges, in fact, sitting judges, to re-interview them and see their suitability. And quite a number were dropped, and the others were kept on. Beyond that, their system does not have this one-man show that we have in Ghana, where the president appoints almost everybody in the political class, including judges. No. They have panels that are transparent. Civil society is on it. Critical opposition is on it. And others who sit, and ordinary Ghanaians or Kenyans will then apply. And on the basis of merit and transparency, you are appointed so you can defend your record. But how do we know what happens in Ghana? Who gets appointed as a judge? When you have very, very intelligent judges on the Court of Appeal left behind and others brought up to the Supreme Court, what happens? What went on there? Is there merit? We need to look at that. And so for me, I think going forward, we've talked about constitutional review. Constitutional review must address this issue of appointment of judges by the President of Ghana and make it more transparent, more merit-based. That's one. You know the South African situation. If you go through X, you see appointments being made to the judiciary, but based on a judicial commission that is very, very transparent. You apply, you go, you appear before them. If you don't make it, you are out. And that is how we should begin to look at Ghanaian situation. What is happening is not healthy. We need to change the dynamics.
There are some who suggest that the solution to this is not really any sweeping reforms, that our judicial service is actually fit for purpose. All we need to do is work on the perception. And I mean, they cite the Afrobarometer's corroborating evidence as their reason for this. I think according to Afrobarometer, in 2017, the corruption perception index for our judiciary was at 57%. It's now at 36%. So some 21 percentage point drop, which kind of is close enough to the Mo Ibrahim index. So the suggestion is that the problem is perception, and that we should work on just that. What do you think of it?
The problem is not perception. Where we have reached now, if you do triangulation of all the researches that have come up so far, clearly we have a governance deficit. When it comes to the judiciary, as I said, let's not put our heads in the sand as ostriches. We have a problem on hand. Judicial independence is meaningless if impartiality is not guaranteed. What is the use? If autonomy of judges can be ridden roughshod, and you can see from the type of judgments that come out. I'm an actor in the system, and I follow very clearly. And we need to give critical, constructive criticism to the judiciary if we need our democracy to nurture and grow. What is happening is not what used to happen during the period of Justice Akwa and Co, who were Chief Justices. We need to sit up. This is a problem. And that is the point I meant by that. It's no longer perception. This perception and reality are virtually the same now.
I want to say a big thank you to you, Mr. Joseph Whittal, for your time with us this morning.
My pleasure.
Joseph Whittal is the Commissioner of the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice. We'll come back and talk a bit more about what he shared, but we also have more to do on the show. First, though, are you ready to take control of your career? Then you better join Absa Bank Ghana's free Ready to Work webinar titled Navigating the Job Market. It's on Thursday, the 14th of November, this coming Thursday. And they will be live on Absa Bank Ghana's Facebook and YouTube channels from 11 a.m. Learn from experts as they share valuable insights on job search strategies, developing a winning CV, current interview techniques, and career development. Don't miss this opportunity to gain the skills and knowledge you need to succeed. Your story matters. ABSA.
Now, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, in collaboration with the GES, is organizing its first nationwide essay competition for students from Basics 4 to 9 and senior high schools. The essay topics for those in the Basics school 4 to 6, class 4 to 6, really. Write a 14-line poem on one of the following topics: human trafficking, cybercrime, money laundering. For you in Basic 7 to 9, how can social media exposure and the threat by cyber criminals affect the Ghanaian child? The word limit is 450 to 500 words. For those of you in senior high schools, you should be writing on discussing the way forward for Ghana on the impact of youth unemployment and organized crime. Alternatively, you can write on examining human trafficking and its impact on Ghanaian youth and propose solutions to address this issue. Your word limit for those of you in senior high schools is 600 words. All entries should be submitted to the various heads of schools for onward submission to the Schools and Instruction Division of the Ghana Education Service in Accra, or via email, Yoko's email at yoko@yoko.gov.gh. This should end by 21st November 2024. Yes, it's yoko@yoko.gov.gh. Students should add their names and their contact details. Call or WhatsApp 0579709066 for more information.
All right, listen, we'll talk about what we've learned about the Mo Ibrahim Index and its implications after these messages.
Dr. Baumian once said,
teachers are suffering, teacher trainees are suffering, nurses are suffering, and nursing trainees are suffering, patients are suffering, students are suffering, traders are suffering, pensioners are suffering, drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and Kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Name is Akrobato. I like my mind peace. That's why I go get my bumper insurance from Holland Life. Just yesterday, my Abushapedi asked everybody to pay 1,000 Ghana cedis for a penny funeral. But Masa Nukreni and Mosomekora. My bumper helped me cover cost of funeral and any disability cost by paying 2 Ghana cedis per Bushumibia. A simple crowd.
Yes, with as little as 2 Ghana cedis, you too can have peace of mind about cost of injury and funeral by simply registering with Mibambo Insurance from Holland Life. Just dial *269# on MTN or Telecel and follow the prompts. It's really that simple. Enjoy peace of mind today, knowing your tomorrow is covered. Mibambo Insurance, made for you. Africa is growing. Africa is connecting through trade, business, family, and the knowledge we acquire across borders. Africa is becoming one continent without borders. Own it with GCB Bank using PAPS, the one money transfer that connects us all. Available in Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, Gambia, Kenya, Djibouti, and Zimbabwe. PAPS, making it possible to send money instantly across Africa, faster, safer, cheaper. For more information, visit any GCB branch or call toll-free 0800 422 422. GCB, your bank for life.
National Health Insurance.
Great news! The National Health Insurance Scheme (NHIS) has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollment and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1-month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 886 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Obuasi Senior High Technical School, alma mater. Esika for yewoho, Esika for yewoho. Under the auspices of the Board of Governors, the headmaster, past and current students of Obuasi Senior High Technical School invite all Esika 4 and well wishers to the launch of the amazing 60th anniversary of OSECTEC on Tuesday, 12th November 2024 at the school's assembly hall. The time is 9 a.m. prompt. Theme for the year-long program is 60 years of transformative secondary and technical education, honoring our past, shaping our promising future. Don't forget, it's starting on Tuesday, 12 November 2024 at the school's assembly hall. It's going to be packed with a whole lot of activities, so you don't want to miss. This event will be streamed live on all Esika4 social media platforms. So we call on the headmaster, board of directors, trustees, staff, teaching and non-teaching staff, current and old students, individuals, all those in Ghana and abroad to join us as we celebrate 60 years of excellence. Obuasi Senior High Technical School, Esika 4, Yewoho.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
If you see the way the girl vibe, no girl vibe, she got me tripping like a fool, baby, oh my, no doubt. Biggie never lie like me, cause I don't go like those.
a lot this morning. We've spoken to the CEO of the NHIA to find out, first of all, how they intend to implement free dialysis for all kidney patients from the 1st of December. We've also secured a firm commitment from him to put before the NHIA board the case of a 13-year-old who urgently needs a kidney transplant. It can be done here in Ghana. She has a donor, but it'll cost $25,000 at least to get it done. And the NHIA, we have asked to step in, making use of some of the contingency funding that they do have available to them out of all the levies that we all pay for health, for universal health care, or for what is close enough to universal health care. And he says he will do that. We'll find out what the board says as we monitor that situation. We also had a chance to discuss the very serious issue of judicial impartiality, which has been measured to be declining since 2017, according to the Mo Ibrahim Index. And Joseph Whittal, who heads Shraj, has, he's made some very scathing observations about the state of our judiciary. He says that it's not a matter of perception. It's a matter of poor governance, and he has outlined his points in that realm. We'll be discussing that and more in just a moment. But first, stay ready for unexpected funeral and accidental disability costs with Mebambo Life Insurance on MTN and Telecel by Hollard Life. And Wosokra, because with as little as 2 Ghana cedis, or even 10 or 35 or 50 Ghana cedis a month, you can get up to 30,000 Ghana cedis for funeral and accidental disability costs. Just dial *269# to register on MTN or Telecel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents, and in-laws. No stress at all with a quick claims process. Get more Asumje with Hollard Life Mebambo and live your best life. It is insurance made for you. Terms and conditions apply. Now, are you looking for a reliable power source that gives you control? Mantrack Ghana, your authorized Caterpillar dealer, is offering you the exclusive Caterpillar diesel generating sets ranging from 12.5 kVA to 500 kVA and available on the ground for your operations. They have reliable and durable generators that are engineered to your precise requirements. Take advantage of their Christmas promo and enjoy up to 15% discount, 4 years extended warranty, free 250-hour service kit, free transportation, and so much more. Call their hotline on 0244 497 171. Visit any of their branches in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, or Takwa. Terms and conditions apply. Rely on Cat Power Solutions from Mantrack Ghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to your favorite quiz program. What do we know? I'm your favorite quiz master, Mr. Johnson, and today I have with me Ojam Sasraku. Next, Kweku Eduji. And you? Kwame Na Regan. And the lady, of course, Fozia Momuni. A round of applause for my contestant, please. Which Ghanaian vice president was investigated by his boss? Yes, Ojam Sasraku. Papa no. That's wrong. And it's a bonus question for Fozia Momoni. John Mahama. That's correct for 1 point. Mahama was being investigated by President Atamels, who then died suddenly. Why was Mahama being investigated? Airbus corruption scandal. Correct. What was Airbus corruption scandal about? Yes, Kokwedoji. It involved bribery in the purchase of aircraft for the Ghana government. That's also correct. Which African president took a Ford expedition as bribe from a contractor in Burkina Faso? Yes, Kokwedoji. John Mahama. That's also correct. Which African president allocated all of his country's bauxite to his brother? John Mahama. That's also correct. Of all the 13 candidates on the ballot paper, who is the most corrupt? John Mahama. So, who will you vote for on December 7th? Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Why?
Because Dr. Bawumia is not corrupt.
On December 7th, let's vote number 1. Let's vote for Dr. Bawumia. Estroho.
Let me
me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castnet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Daddy, I feel I'm Della
Papa, you can't survive a day without me. Oh, don't worry, it is on fire.
What's the problem?
I've run out of gas, and today I don't have money. I have only 40 cedis on me.
Oh, ma. Who said you need a lot of money to buy gas? You can refill any amount per your pocket. Even sell 20 cedis.
Are you sure?
Ma, it's true.
Okay, hurry up. Go and fill 40 cedis for me right now.
Oh, ma.
My friend, go and fill it before the network in my okra cuts.
Oh, yes. Protect indigenous Ghanaian businesses, save over 10,000 local Ghanaian jobs, and salvage more than $400 million local investments by refilling your gas cylinders at your nearest gas station nationwide. LPG Refilling, your affordable, pocket-friendly, and transparent choice.
We shall win, and we know we'll survive. Yeah, shall wash away all.
Welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy.
Now, you are graduate from the University Polytechnic College of Education, Nursing and Midwifery College, or you have completed senior high school and you are looking for an opportunity to study your dream course abroad. You can study in countries like Australia, Canada, UK, US, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. These countries have excellent reputation in teaching and research. You can work part-time to support your studies and get up to 4-year post-study work visa when you have completed successfully. Application for January 2025 is ongoing. Contact Astolinks to get information about admission, scholarship, as well as how to secure your study visa. Astolinks is located at 4A Popol Street, East Legon. Call them on 0265 341 070. Visit them on their website. It's astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Now, did you know that all the 41 LPG companies and the 800 stations across the country are 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians? So when you refill your cylinder with them, you support the growth of indigenous businesses and create more jobs. That's not all. Their LPG distribution systems offer unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the product in whichever quantities you need, making it incredibly pocket-friendly. If you're worried about being cheated, well, with them you can watch feely as your cylinder gets filled. Plus, they have weighing scales at every station, so you can double check the weight of the quantity filled. That is trust and transparency guaranteed. Switch to LPG for your car, especially if you drive a taxi. It's most environmentally friendly, helping provide protection for precious ecosystems in Ghana. Go green with LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. Refill your LPG cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save forests and environment. Let's protect Ghana for this generation and the next. LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy and eco-friendly choice.
Now, conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location for our next conference can be both resort-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the very best of both worlds and more. Let them take the stress out of the process. Just call them 0540 110 190 and watch your conferences and events effortlessly taken care of.
What does true convenience mean? It means finding easy solutions to everyday hassles. And speaking of easy solutions, have you heard about M-Care from MTN and MedPharma? That is convenient healthcare for everyone. Let's face it, being sick is no fun, and neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. But with M-Care, all that hassle disappears. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between 10 Ghana or 161 Ghana cedis per month and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, and health insurance depending on your package. Unbelievable, right? Well, now I ask you, what is more convenient than this? Download the MedPharma app to sign up for the silver or gold package today.
Now everybody they talk say Charlie, no be easy it be difficult system with the inside. With VW Terramont V6 Charlie, it be easy easy on your budget and easy on the roads with our powerful V6 engine. Are you looking to purchase a fuel efficient SAP compact SUV with higher ground clearance? T-Cross will be your best decision. Charlie, it be easy to purchase VW cars. Take advantage of our Save a Fortune promo campaign and drive a Kojo says is Volkswagen or Volkswagen. VW, hurry while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Call WhatsApp VW Ghana on 025795688 for more information about a range of models, the Virtus, the T-Cross, the Tiguan Allspace, the Terramont, and the Amarok pickup, all available for your use.
Now, reward yourself with a prime investment. Choose from a luxurious one-bedroom unit or a spacious investment studio at Eminence Court, a premier development by Nestor's Homes, located in the heart of Tema Community 26, just behind Palace Mall. This eco-friendly community offers exceptional rental yields and strong capital appreciation. Experience the epitome of luxury living and smart investing at Eminence Court. Now, here are some key features. You can buy off plan from $35,000. They are fully furnished and they will be delivered in 3 months from your purchase. They are all in a prime location, and of course they are sure rentals from Airbnb. Don't miss this opportunity to create a lasting legacy. Contact them today on 053 101 4440, or you can try 053 101 4447, or just visit their website, which is nestors.com.gh, or follow them on social media at nestorsgh for more information.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and also furniture at affordable prices. They have introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now log on to Kingdom Store online without physically going to any of their branches. And this is hassle-free. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. They also offer free delivery within Accra and Tema, and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Road clear.
All right then, so a quick birthday message. Happy birthday to Francis Cafe, head of finance department at Deloitte. Deloitte, and Emanuela Labi Apreku of the audit department. Also, belated happy birthday to Shelter Etonam Agbemaple. And of course, she is of the assurance department. It's from your country managing partner Daniel Kwejo Owusu and all staff of Deloitte.
And yes, since you're actually talking about birthdays, today is the birthday of Yvonne Asafweji in London. Right. I hope you enjoy your day. Yes, okay. Yes.
A few tweets and messages have come through on the conversations we've been having about the courts, haven't they? Do you want to share them, Ray?
Yes, let me go straight to some of the ones that Aaron has shared with me. A senior OB says, a court that's quick to do the bidding of the ruling regime and treat other national matters without the same sense of urgency as with that of the ruling regime doesn't have or win my trust. Ajawais Banini says, if the Supreme Court is predictable, there should always be a worry. At Elikem Official, we have lost trust in the judiciary. Judiciary in its current state is seen as an extension of the NPP party. Now, the Nanado administration has really caused us so much harm. We don't trust the judiciary, period. And Richard Donko says, are the judges in the Supreme Court here in Ghana with us? How can people be punished for years of unconstitutional issues just to run it like this? The judiciary cannot be independent until the appointment to the Supreme Court is taken from the executive. Kofi Owusu-Kusi says, even foreigners have their doubts. It isn't funny anymore. The trajectory of our apex court is deeply troubling. And of course, one need to stress that the comment about the court from the Mo Ibrahim Report is not a reflection of just what's happened at the Supreme Court. It doesn't single out the Supreme Court and say so. All right.
Okay then, listen, thank you all so much for tuning in today. We've had very important conversations, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. But stay with Joy until then for all of your favorite programming. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
My name is